They trying to bury us. We the root, baby. Turn your speakers into shrines. It's that spiritual truth. Yes, sir. Let it ride. Soul of a grill in a 𝗔𝗯𝗶𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘀𝗶cie Low bass knocking like a war drum guy. Draped in the rhythm of 1,000 kin. With the past in my pocket and the future in my grin. Every slang word. Truth in the bounce, spirit in the snare. Lessons in my lingo, wisdom in my walk. Catch the way I glide, that's ancestors talk. Real catches on the concrete, songs in the wind. Where the pain got flipped into discipline. From hushed tones, whisper to the boombox scream. We rose from the dust with a platinum dream. Let's go. Hey, say it loud. Hey, stomp with the back.
Send out invite. He about to get started, y'all.
Bounce, bounce. We chatting loud. They can't hold us back. No. Got mama strength and daddy's neck. OG style. Circle tight like a freedom pack. Hey, roots to the rhythm. No need that. Never. Legacy talking now. Run it back. Run that.
He about to get started here in just a minute, y'all.
I ain't rapping, I'm conjuring gods with a dollar and a dream out the corner of the quad. A cousin talk game in a dice roll flick. Uncle had a sermon in his two-step quick. I'm the sound of the stove when the cornbread pop. I'm that hold on baby from your auntie's block. Hold up now, double Dutch soul, jumping time like roll. Skips with a muscle sharp, I cut chains and hold. Cut that, we ain't lost, we encrypted, masking code. Talk slick, but it's wisdom when it's told in gold. Lineage rich, even when we was broke. Turn trauma to rhythm, that's the native smoke. Blow it out.
This ain't just music, it's memory. Ain't just a rhythm, it's remedy.
From Sunday chair to rooftops, wow, we baptized.
Let me fix this.
Talk to him. Warriors back, they back. Drums of the block can't counteract. You feel that? From dirt roads to cul-de-sacs, real roots.
Ain't nobody making songs like this, y'all. Just give me my props, man. Hey, we about to get started, y'all. Just give me a minute.
Who taught you how to act? Who raised you? OG now with a fitted cap. This that soul can't bottle that. Unfiltered. Now peep game, I speak names in code. If gold light on the path of my elders road. We ain't just survive, now we play the face. This that broke the mold, cooked the plate, blessed the crate. Barbershop wisdom over chessboard move. Checkmate. Laundromat blues turn to Sunday groove. Big mama had hands that could heal a skull. Tongue so sharp it could carve your gold. Say that this ain't just rap, this the call and the claim. We the stories untold in America's name. Truth be told, left in the soil, born of the facts. Now watch a baby chant, bring the culture back. Let's go. We here. Ride like that.
Hey.
Say it loud. Generations talking, no need to cap. Elder smile when the babies clap. It's enough. We FBA, that's the soul map. It's enough. Say it loud.
All right, y'all. We about to get started. Give me a second here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play one more jam for y'all, and then we're gonna get started. Play one more jam for y'all, and then we about to get started. But we got some new music coming out. I want y'all to pay close attention to that. If you're not familiar with my music, just go to Too Much Moxie on Spotify or any of or Apple Music, anywhere. Just type in Too Much Moxie with 3 O's and get familiar with my music, man. But I play one more for y'all. We probably not gonna play the whole thing because we're gonna get started here. But I'm doing something in the background real quick. But we are about to get started. So check out the new music, and then we're about to get into the discussion. Okay. But check this out, man. Y'all get to get a sneak peek of my album before it drops because December 15th, the album's dropping. So check it out.
You know who built this? Yeah. You know who built this?
Send out some invites real quick. You guys just come on in.
Foundation, baby. Not just coast to coast.
Put the lights up too. Yeah, put the lights up.
And talk that talk. Let's go.
I know I'm the biggest. You can call me King Midas. Fuck it, Osiris. Write it down on papyrus. Like a pilot, they like thunder and lightning. I was born righteous.
Like a cobra, I'm striking. Earthquake in the Richter.
NBA in the picture.
You flee the smoke, we the cure and the elixir. Ain't no fiction, check the patent inscriptions. Real talk, label moments, that's our mind in the system. From the cotton to the circuit, from blues to the burn. Yeah, we flip pain in the purpose, not a globes, I learned. Legacy, laced in the lingo and lessons. We don't run, we press on. Blessings and sessions. Push that, we the biggest, we the boldest, can't fold us now.
Can't fold it.
Son, FBA sold in the car. Ancestors in my chest, got me walking with songs. We the blueprint, baby, who you think set the bar? Stand on
Who you think set the bar? Come on.
Pride heavy in my veins, but this nation's about. So say it out from the block to the throne. Foundational forever, we built this alone. Talking pyramids and panthers, my lineage led.
My lineage, come on.
Everybody you play. From the slang in your speech to your dance in the mirror. Sus, that drip in your step, it's an echo you hear. You run from the fire, we mold in the flame. Got patents of pain, got gold in the name. From Bandicus clock to the microchips. They jacking our wave, but can't swim in this drip. We resilient, brilliant, poetic with pain. Got trauma in our rhythm, enjoy it, our slang. So when I ghost ride, I'm riding for the past.
When I ghost ride, I'm riding for the past. Come on.
We ain't guess, we the architects, facts, not fiction. Real bloodline unbroken, ain't no contradiction. Straight truth, drums in the field, the beats in the trunk. Bang, we turn survival into style, now everybody front. Still, you can feel our echo when every chart hit. You feel it, every fold in the fold, got an FBA print. Sir, so next time they mention great, don't miss the note. Nah, we ain't local, we global, we bigger than the coast. We the
Bigger than the coast, baby.
West Coast.
All right, that's enough of that, man. Y'all go check out the album, man. December 15th is dropping. If you're not familiar with my music, you need to get familiar with it, man. Nobody's rapping like this. I can promise you that. Nobody's writing it like this. Nobody's saying it like this. And I got nothing but hits. Nothing but bangers. So you might as well check it out. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. You know, just appreciate the art. That's really what it's about. Appreciate the art. So check this out, family. We about to get into it. We about to really get into it today. We're going to talk about race and ethnicity and lineage in America. That's what we're about to talk about. Race, ethnicity, and lineage in America. And why I'm not a fan of race, family. Race, white and black, is a social construct. And contrary to what people may believe, when black to foundational black Americans is an ethnic group. Oh yeah. Oh, one of my brothers just said they listening to my song on Pandora right now. Shout out to my brother right there. My brother. Okay. But anyway, contrary to what people may believe, black is an ethnic group, is a classification of a specific people, of a unique people, of the people who built this nation. You don't all of a sudden get to be black because you showed up on our soil. That's not the way it works. Shout out to Black Tokenomics. That's not the way it works. You don't get to be black because you showed up on our soil. Black American, even the term African American, that is an ethnicity. That is a lineage, family. And we don't want no African because Why would you want to be black when you're already African? We don't want no Caribbean. Why would you want to be black when you're already Caribbean? I want to do away completely and erase everything that has to do with the term white as a race. I want to do away with racial classifications because let's be real, family. There's only one race. There's only one race. That's the human race. If you're human, you what? White human, black human, yellow human, brown human? What? That's a trick. That's a trick bag. That's what the elites have used to confuse the population so they can pull the strings in the background. So I'm here to tell you that it's ethnicity or nothing. It's lineage or nothing. And how we're going to defeat white supremacy, family, how we're going to defeat them, family, is through our ethnicity, claiming our unique heritage, claiming our unique lineage. You know, people say, how do you defeat white supremacy, man? Easy. How do you replace a system of injustice with a system of justice? How do you replace a system that works off of favoritisms, connections, scams, bloodline, centralized governments, centralized banking? How do you replace that system which is corrupt? Family, it's not rocket scientists. You must build a new system. You defeat centralized government with decentralized government. You defeat a white supremacy system with what? With the system that we're building called FBA coin. You defeat it with an FBA ecosystem. How do you defeat elitism? With another elite group. You can't fight an elite group without another elite group. We must create that, family. We must create that amongst each other. We have to create an elite. We need to create an elite level of Black Americans that will rival the elite level of white supremacy. That's how you destroy the system. You destroy a system with a new system. See how simple that is, family? You can't defeat white supremacy if you don't have another system. You can't defeat white supremacy within the system. That's the trick bag. See, when you start listening to people, they'll tell you, oh, we got to infiltrate the NAACP. Oh, we got to infiltrate the DNC and the RNC, and we got to work it from within. That's the scam. That's the lie. You cannot defeat the system within the system. That system is designed to destroy you, to stop you, to hinder you, to lock you up, to deplete your funds. So you think a few non-elite soldiers is going to defeat elite soldiers? You're crazy. You done lost your mind. You done lost your ever gobstopping mind if you think that some non-elite level is going to whoop on some elite levels. It's just not going to happen. You have to become elite. You have to build a new system. You have to make that system rival the old system. And then guess what? The old system, you can't put new wineskin on top of old wineskin. Y'all know the Bible. Unless it bursts. So you have to replace the old system with a new system, family, and that's all that we're doing. The key to dismantling and disrupting white supremacy is FBA coin, family. That's the key. That is the key. The key is crypto. The key is decentralized lifestyle. That's what the key. That's the key. That's the future. Listen, vanguards are going to rule the world in this next century. Are you one? Are you trying to be a vanguard? Because pioneers were the old way of doing it. Now, I mean, the pioneers, matter of fact, all the pioneers are gone. They did their job already. They became the seed so we can become the fruit. Now it's time for us to embrace it. Embrace our destiny. Embrace our power. Embrace this delineation movement, which is going to protect us. And embrace our lineage. Embrace our future. Embrace becoming and being a vanguard. We are on a new frontier. And I'm going to tell you like this. You know how Moses was walking the Israelites around the desert for 40 years? Some of y'all are not going to be able to make it. Some of y'all are not going to make it. Some of y'all are not going to be, some of y'all are looking at crypto like it's too hard. It's too hard to learn. It's too difficult to get into. The barrier of entry, you know, I'm so used to the old ways of doing things that you can't teach me anything new. I don't want to learn anything new. See, that's the problem. Whenever you stop learning anything, let me tell you like this. Anything not growing is unalived. If you're not growing, you're dead. I know you're not supposed to say that on TikTok, but that's just what it is. Anything not growing is dead. Have you ever heard of the walking dead? That's what most people are. We just haven't got around to burying them yet. They lost all hope. They lost all dream. They don't have vision anymore. They can't see worth shit. They can't see the two fingers in front of their face. See, in this new era that we're moving into, family, you need vision. You need people who have vision. You need true leadership. You need true vision. You need and let me tell you, family, this new world that we're going into, it's not one leader. It's many people operating under a code, and most importantly, under a lineage. If you're not operating within your lineage and a code, you're gonna get left behind. All the off-code people are gonna fall by the wayside, and all the on-code people are gonna become strong. They are going to be the new vanguards in this new system and this new world that we are creating. Literally, side by side, this corrupt system. See, we're building the real matrix. The real matrix is you got to come out of the old one. The old matrix is boring. The old matrix is full of PDF files. Corruption to the highest extent. That's the old system. You stay over there and you're gonna get your butthole taken. I'm gonna just say it like that. You stay in that old system, you're gonna be pop, lock, and dropping it. Okay? You are going to take it up the you know what if you stay in that old system. But if you come to the new system, you can be free. All the P. Diddy's, all the PDF files are in the old system. The new system, we ain't playing that. So unless you want to do something strange to get a little bit of change so you can move up in the ranks, unless you want to lose your soul just so you can make it, you go stay over there. Because that's what it takes to win in that realm. You want to become rich and famous. You want to be able to live the best life. All you got to do is compromise your integrity. compromise your character. All you got to do is sell out. That's it. You sell out and you're going to win. Sell your people out. Sell your mama, sell your daddy, sell your grandparents, sell your kids, sell your grandkids. And you can win in this system. Because that's what it takes. Blood rituals, sacrifices, a cult. You want that? Stay over here. Stay in the system that don't care about you. But if you want to eat, you have to become the monster. That's how you thrive in this system. You must become a monster. You must be just like them. That's how you survive in the system that we're currently under. But if you want out, if you want true freedom, if you want true sovereignty, you better build with us. We're building a new infrastructure, family. We're building a system that's going to rival this old system. See, family, you ever wonder why foundational Black Americans, why we thrive in athleticism and sports? Do you ever wonder why we so good at those things? Because there are clearly defined rules that you must follow. Whenever the rules are clearly defined and the level and the playing field is even, is level, we thrive. That's why we're the best at sports, because the rules are clear. There are rules in place. The rules are clear and they apply to everybody. But you know why Black Americans are not doing as well as they should be? We're still doing well, but not as well as we should be, because the rules are not clearly defined. One group is allowed to pass go and another group isn't. There are things in place that prevent enough of us from not succeeding. The system is rigged. It's like going into the casino and thinking you're going to hit the jackpot, only to find out that casino is a swamp. It's there to take your money and then reward people that shouldn't be rewarded. It's a money grab for the people at the top. You're the low level at the bottom who has the dream. And they're the people at the top pulling all the strings and playing off your weakness, your foolishness, your desire to be something you're never going to be. Your desire to be rich, well, guess what? You're never going to be rich in this system. Never. Never. But you want to get that power back, family? You got to build a new system. That's the only way. That's the only way to defeat the system that we're in. You have to build a new system. You have to build a better system. You have to build a new system, family. That's how you defeat the old system. You just have to build. You just see. Here's the thing, family. The reason why there's Democrats and then there's Republicans, and it gives you that illusion that you're choosing one system over the other system, family. That's the illusion. Both those parties work for the same henchmen, work for the same elite class. It gives you an illusion that the casino makes you believe everything is on the up and up, but it's really rigged against you. That's the system that you're in, family. That's the swamp that you're in right now, family. You're in a matrix of illusions. And they allow some people to win, because some people win at the casino. You know that. Some people hit the jackpot. But for the most part, that's after the house made all their money first. See, the house gets to take off the top. And then they let a few of you win, so it gives hopes to other suckers to keep playing the game. They got you playing the game, don't they? They got you thinking that American dream is real, don't they? When really it's an American nightmare for majority of people. Very few people get to enjoy the American dream. And let me tell you something, family, you're never going to enjoy the American dream. Because the higher you get to the top, the more truth you know. And that means the more your soul has to die, because in order to live in the world, you have to deny the truth. That's how you kill your soul, by denying the truth. The higher you rise to the top, the more truth you're going to know. And that means the more truth you're going to have to ignore. And you got to be soulless to live up there. Because the moment the veil is removed and you see what's really going on, you're faced with a decision. Either I turn a blind eye to everything going on and I live the best life I can live based on what I know now, versus I don't know anything because I'm at the bottom and I'm just hoping and praying and believing God. That's where they want you at. They want you hoping. Hope is not a strategy, family. Hope is not a strategy. Hope is nothing more than dope. Hope is dope. It's a fix. It's a high. It'll get you by for a little bit, but guess what? You're going to need some more hope to pump your ass back up. Hope is not, you don't win wars that way, family, on a hope and a prayer. You don't do it. See, that's one thing I like about being a foundational Black American, man, is we don't run, we're no matter what, we're not allowed not to know the truth. Everybody else in the world is allowed to ignore the truth, but we're not allowed to ignore the truth because we're faced with the truth every day. We're faced with, we got to stand on business every single day. Other groups, they don't have to do that. But we don't have that option that those other groups have. We got to face it. And we know. See, it's y'all pretending not to know, but we know. We know. So guess what? We're going to wake your ass up. You gonna get this no-dose, nigga. You gonna get this no-dose, nigga. You gonna get it. One way or the other. You gonna get the wake-up call. Everybody said you're gonna get your Negro wake-up call. It's coming. These immigrants are feeling their wake-up call right now, but it's about to go down even more. Even more. So, family, I'm here to tell you that race didn't come from God. Race didn't come from nature. Race came from governments. It's all about the lineage. It's lineage or nothing. Forget race. I'm not banding with no brothers because we the same race. We're all humans. We're all part of the human race. But all skin folk ain't kinfolk. So just because you have some melanated skin, that don't mean I trust you. That don't mean I rock with you. That don't mean I even want you in the foxhole with me, because if you have a fleeing mindset, you're of no use to me. The only people I want in the foxhole with me is my brothers. My lineage brothers and sisters. That's it. If you're not of the lineage, I don't know what to tell you. You not us. And we're not you. One thing I can say about us who are of the lineage, is we really built this thing. Ain't no immigrants built nothing. My family didn't immigrate here. My family was created here. My family was forged here. My family built this whole goddamn thing. The whole system that is making one group extremely wealthy and everybody else poor. My family built that. My family paved the road for them to be where they are today. Before y'all got here, y'all saw buildings, didn't you? Didn't you Ellis Islanders see buildings when you came to America? Didn't you marvel at all the things and the inventions that was coming out of this place? Well, you can thank foundational Black Americans for that. Lineage. We did that. If you want to know who is the truest American of all Americans, it's foundational Black Americans. They're the true Americans. Everybody else, y'all cosplaying, y'all copycats, y'all pretenders, y'all Black was bought. See, I was born this way. You had to buy your way into this. You needed some handouts. So you decided to blend in and assimilate to our culture and not keep your own. See, what I love about being a Black American is we don't assimilate. Everybody assimilate to us, but we don't assimilate to them. That's a fact, by the way. That's a fact. It's hard to listen. We are too busy creating all this American culture that everybody is loving to assimilate to anything y'all talking about. I might put on the 𝗖𝗍𝘂𝘁𝗁 for a minute, for like 2 seconds. But I'm right back in. I'm taking that costume, because that's what it is for us. Your 𝗖𝗍𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘁s are a costume for us. That's like that's like dressing up for Halloween. Nigga, this is me every day. Black culture. Blackity black. That's me every single day. I might put on a costume for a day. But y'all are wearing our costume forever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all diss y'all culture and run up over here behind us and love our culture, but then want to hate the people that invented the culture. Don't even make any sense. That's why we gonna stay on your heads. That's why we gonna listen. I'm gonna just be honest. If you guys who think that you Africans and Caribbeans that think that Black Americans are gonna leave y'all alone now, that we're gonna make peace, I'm here to tell you, no, it's not gonna happen. I'm here to tell you that it's too late now. There's no more peace. There's no more peace. We're done with that. The delineation is strong, and y'all are gonna get that work forever. Listen, y'all should have left us alone. That's just true. Y'all should have left us alone. Y'all would have been better off not saying nothing. But y'all done woke up the beast now, and the beast must feed. So you're gonna get roasted. You're gonna get told the truth in your face. We are gonna make sure you never forget that you messed with the greatest people on the freaking planet. You thought white people were the greatest people on the planet. No. They second to us. We the biggest. And now we're gonna show you. You done woke it up. You done woke up the Loch Ness Monster. You should have let us just chill in our little area in our little lake. But now we gotta stick our head out every day. Now you done let us walk on land. We on here now, baby. We up in here now, baby. You done woke us up. You should have let us believe the lie that we were all one big Negro. You should have been more Pan-African than us. But guess what? That's over now. It's never going to go back that way again. Listen, I don't even know if I should say this, but family, we not bowing down to nobody. Now, the only thing you can do now, I'm about to say it, is bow down to us. There's no other alternative now. You must pay homage to us, or else. Or else. I know you're gonna say, I know you're gonna push back on that. But we ain't never gonna let up on you. We're never gonna let up. It's over for that. We have delineated. And once we cut off the faucet, it's off. There's no drip anymore. There's no drip. No, there's family. The diaspora is not even going to get crumbs from the Black Americans anymore, family. You're not even going to get the crumbs anymore. Because it's lineage or nothing. Lineage or nothing. We was already mad at the white folks. We was already mad at them. But now we found somebody even more to get even more mad at. Because the audacity. Now let me not get too far off track, family. You know, I must have been bottling that up because I had to let that out. So sometimes things just have to come out. I must have been bottling that up to let that out. So I'm sorry. But the truth is the truth. We're never going to let up now. I almost feel sorry for y'all, but I don't. I really don't. I don't feel sorry for I don't feel anything for someone outside of my lineage anymore. Outside my immediate family anymore. Outside my lineage, brothers and sisters anymore. I would rather argue and fight and then fall back in love with my brothers and sisters than deal with any of y'all outside of us. Now it's like it's just stomping y'all like roaches. It's just anytime y'all even think about getting out of line, it's just we're gonna swat you with the fly swatter and get you about the paint. There's no more play fighting. There's no more soft blows. Now it's you getting all my strength. I'm just gonna squash you and get you up out the way and then keep it moving. Because you're not of the lineage. And I didn't make it this way. In fact, I didn't even want it to be this way. But that's just what it is. And, you know, even if I decided to change my heart, there's like 48 million people that don't feel the way I feel. That's like, to hell with y'all. And I'm rocking with them. If they say to hell with y'all, I'm saying it's the exact same thing, to hell with y'all. So let me get back to it, family. Listen, man, race came from governments, family. It came from colonial paperwork. From people who needed a system to divide and control and exploit another people. And they needed a way to justify their exploitation, and they brought up race. See, before the 1500s, nobody walked around calling themselves white or black, family. Empires, dynasties were built, and there was no such thing as white or black. People identified by their tribe, by their clan, by their nation, by their region, by their bloodline, by their skill, and by their language. That's how they identify, family. Race is a social construct. White and black is a social construct. And let me tell you something. It's going out the window. In family, 10, 15, 20 years from now, we may have we may have a trace of white and black, but it's no longer going to be about white and black, family. It's going to be about ethnicity. It's going to be about lineage. Either you're of the lineage or you are not. And I'm here to tell you that foundational black Americans, regardless of what you may think, because you might hear that word black, but that's a lineage. It's not nothing to do with the racial classification. You cannot be FBA unless you are born FBA. It's a bloodline. It's a tribe. It's a clan. It's a nation. It's a people. It's a skill. It's a language. You from Africa, boy. Hey, it's so sad. It's so sad, these little kids, man. It's so sad. Listen, man, they got you ever seen those kids with the helmets on, walking around in school, and they got to wear this helmet? They're just so special. That's how these Africans and Caribbeans are. They're just, you guys are wearing a helmet, but you don't know that you look weird, but we can see it. You know what I'm saying? We can see how weird you look. We just take up the space we were always meant to. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Say, you from Africa, boy. Your mama. She from Africa. That's who's from Africa, your mama. My parents, my people, they from here. They from the soil. You ain't from the soil. I don't got to worry about getting deported somewhere. I'm in my homeland right here. I'm the biggest. I'm the biggest. Everywhere I go, I'm the biggest. That's all you need to know. I'm the biggest. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. You saying the same thing your white daddy say. No, actually, that's wrong too. That's the problem with you tellers. All y'all do is lie. Because nobody love master more than you. Nobody love master more than you. Nobody spread their pussy wide open more than you. For master. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? How'd you get over here? Did you have to do something a little bit of strange did you have to do something strange for a little bit of change? How'd you get over here, boy? How'd you immigrate over here? See, I didn't have to immigrate. I'm here. I was born. I'm from here. How'd you get over here? Did you have to pay some money? Did you have to suffer a little bit? What they get you for? Because I didn't have to go through all that. See the difference? See, being an immigrant, you don't get rights and resources that I get. That's done. Now we know y'all got these lapdogs and these Democrats that want to give y'all biscuits, but the Democrat Party is dang near out the door. They gone. They ain't gonna be here too much longer. They the first party we gonna get up out the paint. See, family, I'm just getting back on topic here. I'm just reading some of the comments, but race is a business. Race is a hustle. It's a hustle, family. See, race is the way you grow your numbers, or you manipulate the numbers. That's how you manipulate numbers. That's how you make numbers. That's how you make your numbers bigger than what they really are. You use racial categories. And in the white racial category, you can start, anybody can, you can say Somalians are YT, Hispanics are YT, Middle Easterns are YT, Italians, Russians, Polish, small hats, German. All these people can be white. All of them. That's called a trick bag. Because the moment you become white, what happens to your culture? It gets swallowed up by what culture? Black culture. Because guess what, family? There is no white culture. There's only black culture. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. What is white culture? I'll wait. Anybody in the comments want to tell me what white culture is? Please explain it to me. You can't. Because they don't have a culture without a black culture. And they don't have a culture without a specific lineage. It's called Black Americans. It's called Foundational Black Americans. They wouldn't have a culture. He said raisin potato salad, that's white culture? Raisin potato salad. They just put raisins on everything. I'm trying to let your message come through. I don't know why it's blocking. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's crazy. They put raisins on their pillow, don't they? They sleep with raisins under their pillow. That's their culture. But that's the thing. You can't have YT without Black Daddy. You can't. So race was a business, and it was a biological one, and it was introduced to build a hierarchy. Who gets rights, who gets land, who gets paid, who gets punished, and who gets erased. That's why I want to do away with race, man. We should not be talking about white or black. We should be talking about lineage only. If it ain't about the lineage, it ain't about nothing. See, colonizers needed cheaper, easier, and faster way to dehumanize indigenous Black Americans and justify slavery. So they invented that term black. They invented it. And when they needed to unify European ethnicities under one legal umbrella, they invented white. There it is. How's that been working for them? Because the moment they start saying white, they lost their culture. Think about that, family. The moment they invented the racial construct white, they lost their culture. And that's what they're trying to do with Black Americans, except they're not trying to lose Black American culture. They're trying to erase Black Americans from the culture. They want to keep the culture that we built. They just want to erase us from the very culture that we built. See how that works? The moment you bring race into the conversation, right? You lose your culture. You white. Everything is watered down. Is a watered down version. I don't know. Should I bring up United Crypto? I don't know. Did you want to come up here, or you just let's see. Because I'll drop you back down if I don't feel what you're saying. What's up, brother? Talk to me.
Peace. That's not fair to say you're gonna keep me down.
I'm just saying I don't know who you are, brother.
I know, yeah. I ain't no weirdo, man. I just had some questions. I'm curious about all this FBA stuff that I keep seeing. What's the
where are you from, first of all? Where are you from?
Planet Earth, brother.
Uh-oh.
Planet Earth. That's where we all at, shit.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Where's your
okay?
family
Or
from?
you want to kick me off because I said that?
No, that's getting weird. But where's your family from? Where's your family
How's
from?
that weird? I said planet Earth. We aren't you on planet Earth?
Okay. So did you immigrate here, sir? That's what I want to know. Did you
Are you
immigrate?
on planet Earth or not, man? Where are
Did
you
you
at?
did you immigrate here? Did you immigrate to the United States? Yes or no?
Let me ask you a question because I'm not finna. I really got on to ask you a question, but where are you going with if I did immigrate or if I didn't? If I did or didn't, where are we
That
going with
it
this?
doesn't mean anything, but that lets me know who I'm talking to because people who are not from here, they're afraid. They're afraid of their homeland. They're afraid to tell you where they come from. Nobody wants to say they
Now,
come
when you
from.
say from here, where are you saying from here? Where?
I'm asking you that. Are you from here? Are you from America, United? Or is your family from the United States? Do y'all go back before the United States was even a country? That's what I want to know. Are you that American or that black, or are you the immigrant black that you immigrated here just like everybody else in this country that's not us?
Okay, I got you. I give you a fair question. I'll give you a fair answer for that. We've been here, man,
So you of the soil.
for sure. I'm indigenous.
Okay. All right.
I'm indigenous. I meant to say. I don't know if I said it wrong.
Indigenous. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Can I ask you a question
Go ahead.
though?
Go ahead.
About the FBA. There's all this FBA stuff. What's the goal?
Why do we have to have a goal?
What?
Why? I mean, what's the goal of being indigenous?
Come on, brother. Don't be like that.
I mean,
Don't be like that, brother. Don't.
I mean, brother, you
We
asked
ain't
the
got to
question.
play. We ain't got to do the
This,
semantics
this ain't, brother.
and the,
You asked the
and the
question.
psychological games.
Okay.
I came from the
It
jumping that said I want to
ain't,
ask you
it
a
ain't
question.
psychological. It's very simple. It's just very simple. Why would you ask a lineage what their goal is? Why would you ask? That's like, what's the goal of being Mexican? What's the goal of being
No, no,
Nigerian?
no, 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 no. You're twisting it. Let me.
No, you asked
Maybe I
what's the
didn't
goal
ask
of
it word
FBA? You
for
said, what's the
word.
goal of
What is
FBA?
the goal? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I
FBA
did say
is
it right.
a
What are the
lineage.
goal? What is the goal
FBA,
of the FBA? FBA is not a lineage. It's a group.
FBA is a lineage. That's all it is. Yes, it is. That's all FBA. FBA is a lineage. It's a group of people. It just means we did not immigrate here. We were made and created
Interesting.
here. That's what it means.
And you had and you have to say FBA to approve that. How do you prove that?
No. Well, we have
Because
something called
people could just say anything. So
we
how do
have
I know that?
genealogy, sir. We have records that prove that, bro.
Okay, so do you have a lab to run these genealogy tests?
No, we
To
got
run these
paperwork. We got paperwork.
Okay,
It's
where are
called
you getting it
paperwork.
from?
It's called paperwork, sir. It's
Where are
called.
you getting it from?
I did my. It's called Mama.
Who told you?
Who is your mama? And they got marriage certificates. They got death certificates. They got birth certificates. They got slave certificates. They got all, brother. They got jobs. Military. I'm documented.
So
I
what
go
if you
back to
don't have that
1790.
family? What if you don't have those family papers and documents and information? How do you prove? How do others prove that they're so-called FBA or FBA? I don't want to say so-called because I'm trying to figure out
FBA
if
is a lineage.
FBA is a race or a
FBA is
group.
a lineage. FBA is a
It's a
lineage.
lineage.
It's a lineage.
You know what a lineage is?
I know exactly what a lineage is. Yeah, FBA is a lineage. It's a unique group of people that were here before there was a United States.
Yeah,
That's the people I come from. I come from those people. I come from that lineage.
that's not a lineage, brother.
Yes, it is.
You know, your lineage is your family, like your family tree. It's not a group of people
Right.
coming.
So
that was here
foundational Black
before.
Americans, we all have family trees that date us back to at
Everybody,
least the 1870s,
brother,
to the 1870 census.
everybody got family trees. Everybody has lineage.
Right.
So saying
Everybody has
lineage,
a
saying
lineage or ethnicity. And just like we have a lineage and an ethnicity, we are from America, sir. That is my lineage. That's my ethnicity. My family built this country. And they were made here. We had an ethnogenesis in this country. We were
so
made
what's the
here
goal?
in the United States. There is no goal. I'm gonna tell you like this. There doesn't have to be a goal. We exist.
Well, okay, we know
We're not gonna be erased.
that's self-evident.
We're
Look,
not gonna be erased.
that's self-evident, knowing that the original people of this land exist.
Yeah, we exist. We're proof.
Because the original people of this land is the original people of the world, of this earth worldwide. Everybody migrated from one station and set up civilization across this globe.
Who's everybody? Everybody.
People who have lineage.
I'll say this: everybody didn't build America. Only one group of people can say they did that.
I agree.
So let me tell you what our lineage is.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Outpopulate idiots. That's what our goal is.
To who?
He didn't hear you. Say it again for him, Monique.
To outpopulate idiots that think that you can do genealogy in a lab.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. How are you guys proving that
we got paperwork? We got paperwork.
I mean, what about the people that don't have the paperwork, but they are of the original land?
I don't know. I don't know how you don't have paperwork when if you're from the United States and you are a foundational Black American, you are very well documented. Very well documented. Very well documented.
Okay.
We know who our mama is. We know
and
who
you trust who you're documenting from. Because I'm trying to figure out.
Do you know what a family tree is, sir?
I just told you what a family tree is.
Okay, you know what a family tree. So what do you mean? We don't trust our family tree?
Where are they getting that record from?
Your great grandparents, they don't know their great grandparents.
Wait a minute.
You don't know nobody's name.
Let's not confuse this.
They don't got something called a birth certificate. They don't have something called a birth
certificate. There we go.
They don't have something called a birth certificate.
Who provided you these birth certificates and all these records? Where did they come from?
Dude.
Because
there's more than one way
I'm not a dude, sister.
You act like a dude. Listen, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
And don't interject in a rude way. Don't be rude. Let's not be rude. I didn't interject you. I allowed you to speak.
You're playing on my brother's intelligence, though, and therefore
I'm not playing on nobody's intelligence. I'm gonna ask a question. And why are you defending him? He didn't say anything.
He told you what a lineage is, and I came to tell you what the goal is.
You got your hand up his back?
I certainly do. That's my brother. Certainly do.
I'm just curious, brother. It's like it's tether talk. That's exactly what it's just like.
I don't even know what that means.
Listen,
what does that mean?
I don't have nothing against indigenous people.
What does tether talk mean?
Right. I don't have nothing against indigenous people.
What does tether mean?
Tether means anybody who undermines Black progress. Anybody who's not. Where
did you guys learn these words from?
Who did you
learn that word from?
And they come over here and they undermine Black progress.
Who did you learn that word from? Where did you get that tether, that quote from?
Have you seen that movie? Have you seen that movie Us?
I don't watch movies, no. Could you give me a more real time definition?
That's where we got it from. I just told you the definition of tether. Anybody who undermines Black progress. Anybody who's not from here. And they come over here to undermine Black progress. They are tethered.
Okay, so what progress have we? Let me say this. How is anybody undermining your so-called progress?
Easy. When you get into government position, and you're playing that dual citizenship. and you hooking only your people up, taking resources from the people who built this country, telling people from this country that aren't even of the lineage, saying we don't need reparations or we don't need this or we don't. That's tethered.
And that's FB. That's disrespecting. That's like being. That's like
That's like me going to your
disrespecting
country.
FBA lineage, right?
That's like me going to your country and running for
What'd you say?
and then trying to shut you out of your resources that your family built up in this country. That's what that's like. We don't do that. You won't see one FPA go be a president, go be a congressman, go be a representative, go be anything in somebody else's country, and then shut the people out who've been living in that country. We don't do that. But people come over here.
So do you do it in your so-called country?
No,
Shut our people out? Absolutely not.
no.
So what are you doing? I'm still. I want to get back to the original question. What is the purpose of the FBA? Because if you're not doing any of these things, how are you nation building?
But see, it's hard to answer that question because you're not even asking the right question.
But
You're
I am asking the right
so
question. You're not
can I ask
answering the right
let me
question.
ask you let me
You're not
ask you
answering the
something.
question.
You're asking the
Too much.
wrong
Let me ask you
question.
a question. Do you understand that he's asking questions because he's seeking to get you to give him something that you don't have to give him? You know what it's called? It's called getting approval. Those are things. These are things that I think we've had conversations
I mean,
about.
that's an assumption you made, but
I
I'm
don't
gonna let
care
you
what.
finish.
There's not called an assumption. It's called a fact.
I mean,
Let me
you
be
can't
clear.
speak. You
No,
can't.
no.
You
I'm going to
can't
be clear.
determine my.
Let me just be clear.
You can't
I'm
determine
stating
my purpose for
facts.
asking certain
No,
questions.
but first of
So
all,
let me
it's
say this.
rude.
So y'all don't argue on here. This is an
No, I'm not arguing. I just wanted to
indigenous
correct them.
woman. Hold on, sir. This is a real indigenous woman that you're talking to. She is indigenous.
Absolutely.
She's what you are trying to claim to be, but you're not. But she really is. So you're having a conversation actually with someone who should be an ally to you. Not anything against you. If you're claiming indigenous. Because when I asked you where you're from, you didn't want to say where you're from. You said planet Earth, which is okay. All right. We want to play. You talking about semantics? We want to play that game. Okay. But if you're of the culture, you know exactly what we mean when we say, "Where are you from?" See, if you were of black culture, if you were a black American culture, when we ask you where you're from, you're gonna tell us where you're from. You're not gonna say planet Earth. See, only tethers hide. We don't do that. We just tell you what it is. We don't have to lie. We don't have to make up. So we can just tell
Are
you
you
where.
done making all these assumptions and presumptions and speaking
Well, sir,
negative?
you did
Because
that.
no one's had. I gave you an actual factual answer.
Brother,
So
all
we're
planet
gonna
Earth.
we're gonna retort that
Now, no
question.
matter how.
As you see in
act
the
like
comments, everybody
you don't
wants to
act
know
like you don't
when
know
you're
what I'm
asking what's the
asking.
purpose of FBA.
I don't care what the chat is asking. I'm curious, and I have my own questions.
What's
I
the purpose
can't be
of
concerned about
what's the
everybody
purpose
else,
of the Irish?
and
What's
I
their
can't be
purpose?
concerned about who's being rude to me.
What's the purpose of the
I was
indigenous?
having a question with the brother. I didn't know everybody would jump in, and he would
You know
add
why?
his
Because
cheerleaders on.
the
That's
majority
I
of
fine.
us are
still just have
FBA. You
simple
asking him, you
questions.
asking all of us.
I just
So
got
Monique,
simple
watch this.
questions.
Let me have this conversation.
You're
Okay.
not on the screen with an FBA
Monique, you
hat
know
on,
what's
so I don't know
interesting?
what you are.
That this is what amazes them because they always
Excuse
think
me, sister.
that they're I'm not talking
I'm
to
not
you.
done.
I am
I'm
not
not talking
talking
to
to
you either.
you. I
I
am
just
not
don't want to be
talking to
talked
you.
over
I am not
because
talking to
my
you.
sole
I am not
purpose
talking to
to
you.
get up here
I
was
am
to
not talking to
ask them the
you.
question.
I am not talking to you. I am talking to Monique. And I said it's amazing how it's always that they think that we
Come
don't
on, bro. You
have
don't got to
unity.
do that
We
little
don't have unity. That's
feminine
what
stuff
goes
and
along
block
with it
me.
because
She's
while they
being
don't
rude, not
realize
me.
that the indigenous
I don't have to be
and
feminine like
FBA,
that,
Hold on,
bro.
brother. Just
the
hold on, brother.
indigenous and
Just hold on.
FBA
I was talking to
that
you.
we have, that we are, we have a
Hold
You
part of the
got two
same. You are
tethers
in our
talking for
country,
you.
and you have the audacity to think that we're going to allow you, we're going to allow it without it being unchecked, that you're going to come at
And
our
she's steady
family.
talking.
Oh, I absolutely I
I'm
can.
asking you a
I'm going to say,
question.
let me ask you a question. What are you going to do about it? How about that? Let's go there.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm going to ask you a question. What are you going to do about it?
You needed some cheerleaders.
Nah, I don't need
It's
any
cool.
He doesn't need
I
any
wasn't
cheerleaders.
attacking
I'm
you for you
coming
to get
directly at you
cheerleaders.
because you know
But
what? I wanna know
this show
because
supposed to
you
be
came up
account.
here to start talking real grimy and greasy.
Oh, you don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. You don't know what you're talking about.
nah.
You're
I heard
making
you
more
say some real little
assumptions.
slick, stupid stuff talking about a birth certificate. See what you think you're doing? You think you're
You don't
talking
know what
to
you're talking about.
unknowledged people. That's
I
what you
mean,
think.
you
And what
you're
you need to do
proving
with this
yourself to be that.
dual citizenship and all this other
I said
nonsense,
nothing
I don't
about
know
a dual
where you
citizenship.
came
All
from,
these
but
talking
what you
points
need,
you guys
I don't
came
know
up.
where
Tether,
you
dual
came
citizenship,
from,
all
but
this.
where you need to go back is
I
where you
asked
came
one
from.
question. What's the
That you need
purpose
to
of
go
the
back to where
FBA?
you came from. That's
And no one answered it yet.
exactly what you need to do. That's what you need to do is go
And I'm going
back
to
to where you
answer
came
it
from.
one more time. I'm going to answer your question one more time.
You never
You're
answered it
asking
first, and
me,
now
asking
I
me
don't even
what the
expect you to
purpose
answer it
of
truthfully.
FBA. Yeah, well, I'm going to answer it. When you ask me what the purpose of FBA, it's the same as asking a Mexican, what's the purpose of being Mexican?
I'm not asking them, man. I'm talking to you with an FBA hat on. What's the purpose?
I just
What's the
told you.
goal? What's the
just told you.
organization
We don't
about?
have to have.
What
We're
are
not
you
an
on?
organization.
What's
We're
the
not an
purpose?
organization. We're not an
Where
organization.
you meeting at?
An organization.
We're not an
What you running?
organization.
What you control? What you own? Like,
We're
what's the
not an
goal? What's the
organization,
purpose?
sir. We're a lineage. We don't have to. We don't have to
You're
own or
not,
control anything to be a lineage, man.
motherfuckers is retarded. You're not a lineage, man.
Yeah, we're a lineage.
You are not a
How is
lineage.
FBA a lineage?
It's a lineage.
Why? I mean,
Do you know what it
think
means?
about
First
that.
of all, do you even know what FBA means? Do you know what it means? Do you know exactly?
That's what I thought.
Exactly. So I'm gonna
That's
tell you because
exactly
I
what
know
I
he's still
thought.
hanging around. It's foundational Black Americans. That's what it means.
Hey, man, we get these weirdos that come over here and they want to be from planet Earth. They can be from planet Earth if they want to. They can say I'm from planet Earth, but they gotta follow some rules, don't they? They gotta abide by some laws, don't they? No, as far as I'm concerned, you don't. No, nobody controls the Earth. You where you is where you at. And me being an FBA, me being of a lineage, what does it matter to you? You know, I told you I'm FBA. I'm a foundational Black American. Isn't that just enough? Why do I gotta have a goal? And why do I have to tell you my goal? Maybe I do have a goal, but what's it to you? I don't gotta share my hand, show my cards. I don't gotta do none of that.
Furthermore, go ahead, AJ.
I was gonna say, look, go ahead, Monique. I want you to.
I was saying, furthermore, they also talk about that's what we don't have culture. That's our culture. You don't come at one of us gonna talk down on all of us and think nobody's gonna say nothing. Hold up, G. Not on this side.
I mean,
But see, this is what I'm talking about in reference to the way and this is why I joined the panel, and I didn't mean to come in and kind of sound like I was taking over. But one of the things that I just despise is when people come over and make assumptions. First of all, what is your culture? Do you understand? Pause. You define the word that you just asked. That's what I want you to do, because when you start talking stupid stuff, what is your culture? That means the behavior and the things that we do. Do you understand how ignorant you sound? Let's go back. In 2025, you're asking a question about what is your culture? Who do you think you are? Let me pause for that moment. Who do you think you are? That's the nonsense that blows my mind. How dare you ask the question that you want to ask? If you don't know how to articulate it, let me give it to you in a different language. Cállate la boca. Shut your mouth.
Okay. Yes, we do that one.
Because the sad part is you cannot, it's just rude and it's disrespectful. And it makes no sense. What is the purpose? You're coming over to say what? To do what?
What's good, brother Jordan? I see you.
It's really it's just disrespectful, and it makes all of the people look bad. But you probably are even more upset because of the fact of the clear delineation that is happening. I said what I said because we don't want to be classified with them.
Listen, I'm here.
So that's the them as in who?
Ask the question that you want.
I just did. I asked it 1,000 times, but I'm curious about what you just said. You said them. Who is them? See, we can't have a fair conversation.
I get attacked because you know what? Let me tell you why we can't have. You know why we can't have a fair conversation?
By 2 women I didn't even
Let me just put it out here. The reason we can't have a fair conversation is because I don't have conversations with idiots.
I had 2 women just
with people that do not have the level of intellect that's necessary in order to engage with me. It becomes a part of.
I mean, who are you supposed to be engaged with?
I'm talking to you.
I mean,
that's exactly what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be having a dialogue, but you thought that it was okay.
So you
thought
we were going to allow you to come over
here and you were going to say what you wanted to say. That's what I
thought. No, that wasn't the case. You're making assumptions.
That wasn't what. That was. I don't have to make an assumption.
You're definitely making assumptions.
I'm not. I'm speaking.
You want to speak fact, but it's assumptions.
I'm speaking fact. No, boo. I'm
You're
speaking facts.
Anyway.
Yeah,
you didn't answer your question. I'm still curious about what's the goal of the FBA. What's the purpose?
Guess what? You know what? Because of the fact that if you don't know the goal, if he hasn't given it to you, apparently you're not important enough for him to speak to you about that. Go do your research. Reading is fundamental. How about that? How about
why do I have to do research? I can hear from the horse's mouth.
How about you go to Tariq Nasheed's live and you go up in there since you so gangster? You go up in Tariq Nasheed's live and you go over that. Guess what? Go Google it and find out.
What spell his name for me? I'll go ask him. I don't mind. I don't mind asking anybody no type of question.
So what's your next question, sir?
Could you spell his name? She said don't ask you. You don't know. Ask somebody more important than you. That's what she said.
It don't matter, brother. I'm not tripping. You can go ask Tariq. You can go ask anybody. Tariq Nasheed. You probably gonna get the same answer. But
could somebody type it in the comment? I don't want to butcher the brother name or the woman name. I don't know who it is.
Listen, y'all, you trolls are terrible. You trolls try to play dumb. That's what tripped me out. Y'all all try to come over here and play dumb. Just ask the question you really want to ask, sir. What's your next question?
I asked it 13 times. The lady just said that you're not worthy of answering. Go ask someone named Tariq.
I gave you the answer.
That was she just told me.
Hold on, sir. And I gave you the answer.
So I'm not going to ask anybody else. I'm going to go ask Tariq. Whoever she said. So could someone type the name in the chat, and I'll go ask. I'll go. Is he on TikTok?
What's your next question? Yeah, he's on TikTok.
Okay, yeah, I'll go join. I'll go ask him.
What's your next question, sir? Okay, there we go.
Outpopulate the idiots. That's what I said.
They just be trying to play dumb, y'all, and it's like I can't answer. You know, I don't need to respond or answer to someone who I know is being disingenuous. That's number one. He's over here cosplaying because he's not from here. He's an immigrant. When someone say where you from, and you respond with planet Earth, oh, you trying to all lives matter people. You're ashamed of your homeland. And it's the cycle that we go down every time these people come up here. They all are just ashamed of where they come from, ashamed for people to know where they come from. They rather flee over here and be around us and take our resources that we work for, that our ancestors bled and toiled this soil to build up over here, then go put in the work in their own homeland and build that up and make that an oasis. Which is shameful. So again, to answer the brother's question again, there is no goal of a lineage. And just because you say we are not a lineage doesn't make us not a lineage. Because one stupid fool said, you ain't a lineage, you African. Okay. That still don't change that we're a lineage. That just means you a stupid fool. And even though I'm speaking English, you don't want to understand. And you don't care to understand. So it's like I can't say it any better than that, man. I'm not gonna go deeper off of someone who is really just up here to try to make a name for himself. But
Troll. Just look it up. Look up lineage.
And if we were to ask them, because I've been in some spaces, and how y'all doing? I kind of was waiting around. What's up, Too Much? Been a minute, bro. Good to see you back on here.
Thank you, brother.
What I find peculiar is that up until the delineation movement, they didn't even consider us a part of them. Y'all remember that, the no culture, the lost tribe, and we this and we that, and I won't even get into the names they called us, but it always alluded to us having no culture. And now all of a sudden that we are embracing a culture that the whole world embraces, it just seems like, man, when you get on these panels and you talk to these folks, they really, at first I was like, man, they can't be that triggered, because it took me a while to understand why they were so triggered about us being proud of our lineage. And man, it's crazy, man. That's all I can say. It's just crazy, man. It's been a learning experience for me. And I don't really get into it too deep, but I do like to get on the panels and just try to check their mindset. But they don't even know if we were to tell him, well, okay, we don't know what we are. They don't even know what to classify us. All they gonna say is that, well, y'all lineage is from West Africa, and that's all they can tell us.
But see, that's the sad part, and this is one of the things that happens on our side. From the indigenous side, they had the audacity to come over and have conversation and discussions with us, or try to. And when I tell you, it's an immediate, whether they're cosplaying. We had one that, oh my goodness, we destroy them and go all the way back, because what they do is they'll go out and they'll steal things from the pages, because we like to share information like you guys do. We do the exact same thing. But the funny thing is what they don't realize is that, understand, they can't talk about you guys, and because we're cousins, this is family on this side. Let's be clear. You can't talk about, that's not going to happen. That's called love. You're not going to divide us. And the funny thing is also, I love when you start talking about culture. Do you understand what culture means? It is the beliefs, the values, the behavior, material objects that constitutes a people's way of life. Let's pause for a moment. We could talk about hip hop culture. We could talk about the way that every one of the people in this country, you can go to the different states and you can and listen to us just speak, and you can tell where we're from.
Right.
So when you start having those you have stupid people that are unknowledged, the customs, the lifestyles, the backgrounds, the habits. Someone told them that you don't have a culture. No, the thing is, you don't have a culture. That's what it is. You don't have a culture. And you thought that we were still in 1492, that you were dealing with a blank slate. That's what you thought.
Can I say something? I just want to say it's hard to reason or conversate with people that's in the business of misunderstanding you. They're always going to misunderstand. They will play like, I don't think that they're not knowledgeable. I think that they know exactly what they're doing. They don't benefit from us delineating. There's no benefit from it. See why they say we don't have no culture? Because the stuff that we claim that's our culture, that is our culture, that they don't want to admit that's our culture, is all the stuff that they're feeding off of. They're feeding off of our culture. So why give it to us? If they can take it and make money off of it and do with it as they please, why give it to us? Why acknowledge the things that we're saying? They don't want to acknowledge the things that we're saying because it doesn't benefit them. If we can look at them as a people, all they do is steal and do things that they don't got no business doing, okay? They come over here for money. They don't care who they got to step on to get that money.
Absolutely.
I done went to a gang of their lives and listened to them. And they are not willing, honey, in the business. They are in the business of misunderstanding us. They misunderstand us on purpose. They trying to twist every word we say. They trying to twist it around. They know we done told them 1,000 times. It's no leader. There's no leader in the FBA because the oppressor unalives our leaders. So we're gonna make the code our leader. What do? They pivot to Tariq is your leader. He's your leader. I keep hearing it over. I don't care how many times I say that. He's not our leader. I don't care how many times we say, oh, it's a lineage. FBA is a lineage. It's the people on a certain landmass. It's the lineage. This is what it is. No, they're going to misunderstand that. They're going to say, oh, no, it's a code. It's a group. It's this. It's anything other than what we tell them it is. When it comes out their mouth, it's going to be something else. And I don't think it's that they're not knowledgeable. I think it's because they're doing it deliberately.
Fact. That's exactly what it is. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Alfonso, you've been waiting patiently, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was listening. Talk. Like crypto is just joking around. I ain't want to say joking around, but I looked at it.
We can barely hear you, brother. You gotta talk into your mic. You gotta talk to your mic because we can barely hear you.
Look like he's trying to be funny to me. I just listen to what he's saying. I like, wow, dude. But getting off that topic, I was looking at I'm in Charlotte, and they were saying that the NACP, NCAA, what is it? NACCP is fighting for certain people.
NAACP.
Yeah, that's the correct way to say it. And I'm like, what about the people that was here? Why are you fighting for these guys that don't, like you saying, they don't care? They're trying to get resources, and they're going to leave the country, a lot of them. I already know some of them. They get money to send back home, and when they get retirement age, they leave in the country.
Oh, absolutely.
I hate to say it, which I don't blame them, but I mean, you bleed in the country like a parasite, and you don't care about the country.
That's a perfect word that you just used, parasite.
So
that's exactly what it is. Instead of calling them tethers, you should call them parasites.
And I say, if you
that's actually the definition of tethered. If you'll go back and watch that movie Us, the people on the other side of the mirror, those were the tethered. They were tethering on to the people. They needed them in order to exist.
And that is absolutely what that's what a parasite is. It absolutely does.
It reminds me of a bully that cries foul when you finally stand up for yourself. That's how I see it. Understanding it, how it is. I'm like, oh, they done got away with this for so long. Now that we saying something about it, it's like, how dare you stand up for yourself and have some dignity and call us out on our BS. And by nature, we ain't even hateful people. And even when I'm in these spaces, right. I don't have any. I'm listening to it and I'm saying to myself, and it catches me off guard every time, even knowing what I know now. I say to myself, man, this is for real. These people really do have some kind of disdain for us, especially now that we calling them out. They should just be, if it were us, we'd say, damn, they might be right, man. We was wrong for that. Let's not do that no more. I know that's what we do. So that's how I know that it's just the difference between us and them, because they are acting so hostile because we are just trying to clean, and really it's just us trying to clean up our own mess, because we got raccoons we got to deal with too. We got the Democratic Party that we attached to, that we kind of got to shake them off. We got conservative coons. We got all kind of stuff going on. And I just can't understand why they just can't look at it and say, you know what? That's our distant cousins' family business. Leave them alone or support them. So every time I go into the live, it baffles me when I go into the spaces and I see how bad it is. And I get it. You know, some people may antagonize them a little bit, but at the end of the day, we just really just standing up for ourselves, and they should just be quiet. That's what I be telling y'all. Should just be quiet and let us do what we do, man, and get off of it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That would have been, it's too late for that now. Just so you know, it's too late for that now, because once you let the cat out the bag, you ain't putting it back in the bag. And the truth be told is, they messed up. This is going to be a stain on their record probably for 100 years from now. We ain't never going to let up, or we ain't never. First of all, it's not in our culture to not call out stupidity. It's not in our culture to not roast you. You know what I'm saying? You done messed up. You done messed with the wrong lineage. You done messed with the wrong group of people, and now you're going to get this work indefinitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Laugh now and cry later.
Listen.
Exactly.
One of us can be the nice one and be like, "Oh, leave him alone." But how you gonna stop the other 48 million? That's like, nah.
You can't stop them. I watched some youngsters wrote. I watched some youngsters wrote some of them in one of them lives. I was just laughing. I said, "Lord, man!" I said, "Y'all should have never messed with them."
Just stop now.
No, but the delineation is going to be worse than the roasting. You hear out in California, they already passed the law in California, and they working on it in New York. It's going to be real. They think it's a joke. It's going to be real. See, because these people don't think we got the power that we got. They don't
That's
think.
what we're talking about, right?
They don't think they finna get molded. They gonna be molded, baby. They finna be molded. It's already happening in California. You know what goes on in California trickles down to every other state. It just goes that way. It trickles down to every other state. Every other state is gonna get behind it. It's gonna get behind it. We are separating, baby. We separating. And it's going on all forms. We're going to have from in the next 50 states. I give it a couple of years. In the next 50 states, on all forms, you're going to have to mark the box, and you're going to have to prove. You're going to have to show and prove that you're going to be eligible to mark that box. You just ain't going to be able to mark it no more. It ain't going down like that no more. So laugh now, but cry later.
But that's what they thought. See, that to your point, that's exactly what happened. They thought that they were going to come over here and still continue to, and it goes along with what the young brothers, the brother said earlier, that how dare you stand up for yourself? Who told you that you are us? Nah. My people, this is my country. I have my documentation that goes all the way back to this being my country. And to your point earlier, I want to shift the topics for 1 second. Too much when you said, parasite, when you just look up Google the definition of parasite, the first definition of it is a person who lives on other people's efforts or expense and gives little or nothing back.
Man, that's every damn race in this country that live off of us like that, white people included.
But you know what? It's more egregious with them. Do you know why? Because of the fact that it's almost like, or those of us who are Gen X, it's almost like, remember we used to play Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man when we were kids?
Yeah.
And you would eat the power pellets. It's almost, that's what they expected to do with us. Like, oh, nah. That's what happened before, right? That's what happened a long time ago. That was before, once upon a time. That's not how we move now. What do we say? We're not our ancestors. We're not our ancestors. And I'm glad that Petunia brought that up about the delineation, because it's a proven fact in this country that once it goes and it becomes a bill in California, it then comes here to the tri-state area, which is New York, and then once it goes once it hits New York, you might as well go ahead and count them done. But there's a lot of reasons. You understand? There was a real reason. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? And then we start talking about, you thought that this was a game, because everybody said, the ICE is going to come after. No, they're coming after you.
They're coming after
you. Do you know why?
You.
Because guess what? They realize where the true crime and the criminals are in this country.
Listen, I just did a series on this, family, and I'm still in the midst of the series. I just kind of put it on pause. But family, when there were gangs in this country, I'm talking about gangs, we were still enslaved. Black people did not invent gangs or gang violence. That came from immigration. That came from the Irish, which were the dead rabbits, the pug Italians. The Bowery Boys, Tammany Hall. And then when the Italians came in, they came and they listen, all these groups were able to build their empire off of scamming.
Yeah.
Come on, that's if immigrant and scam is anonymous. It's synonymous. You know,
it absolutely is. But the funny thing is, you want to hear what's interesting, and this is why I say what I say, because you already know what my background is. Okay, the interesting part is, and I'm going to say this for all the tethers, and to make sure that you get it out to all of your little people, we take that very serious in this country. You think that, you're not going to do anything. First of all, you thought that this was a game because you thought that you could run up in people's DMs and you could continue to scam people on TikTok. And you probably have done some of it. But do you realize, and I don't know if this is a TikTok friendly word, so if it's not, then somebody please correct me. Scamming and terrorism are synonymous. How about that? Because it's cyber. It's from a cyber perspective. You're really a part of that. It's in the same group. No, because that's exactly what you're doing. You really are trying to use that, and it's of course it's cyberbullying. But the difference is what you thought. You thought because, if I do it to the black people, because, we all look alike. We can look at you guys and tell that you're not us. What did Kendrick Lamar say? They not like us. We know exactly who you are.
Petunia, you killing me up there in that bubble bath, girl.
Sorry. I was about to say
what's crazy
that's why I unmuted, because I was about to give y'all some. I was about to give y'all some game.
You got the candles lit. She chilling over there. You got the sun going.
Got the red wine.
I remember the milk in the water, the wine. Over there,
I remember as an early teen, all them scams they used to have. The African brothers and sisters started all them credit card scams. You got social security numbers, and I remember they used to come through the hood and ask people if they had social security numbers to give them. They used to give you $500 for y'all. Nobody don't remember that. I remember all that, and to come to think about it, it never dawned on me at that time. Like, damn. I'm looking back at it now because I wasn't paying attention. I was young and dumb my damn self. But I'm looking at it now and I'm saying to myself, well, damn, the rugs come from tethers. The scams come from tethers. The whole thing since the inception of the country, besides us, has been scamming.
Listen, what they don't realize is,
but guess what?
White supremacy.
They make us the face of that stuff. See, what they do is they're able to come over here and do all the scamming, all the terrorist tactics, all the gang violence. They get to do all that. They get, and then they get to pass over into white. A lot of them, especially in the Tammany Hall boys and the Ellis Islanders, they were allowed to do every scam in the world to build themselves up and make riches off that, and then convert over into business entrepreneurship. We were victimized just for hanging around in groups. We were victimized just for trying to feed our family. You see what I'm
What they
saying?
don't realize is, they've been a tool of white supremacy. White supremacy really brought them here to erase us, but now it done went too far. Everybody from all over the world done came to this country. So now white supremacy is like, wait a minute, hold up, we got to get rid of some of these folks. So when white supremacy is done with you, they break their tools. It's a proven fact. When they done with their tools, they always break them. So they don't understand. It's not only us wanting them up out of here. It's white supremacy want they butts up out of here. They got to go. They got to go. So it would have been in their best interest to have us on their side. But they so dumb thinking that they in, because they're not like us. They don't know white supremacy. They don't know how it operates. They chose wrong.
They arrogant.
About to all
They
fall
arrogant.
down on their head.
But that's a part of their
They
that's
better
a part
than
of their
us.
culture.
Yep,
They-
they fell for the banana pipe and the banana in the tailpipe. That's what they did. They listened to them, and look where they at.
That's exactly right.
So family, I wanna bring it back to the reason why I'm saying we have to do away with race, and we have to, race is confusion. Whenever they put you in a category like black, white, yellow, brown, when they put you in those categories, that they put you in those categories to confuse you, because all they're doing is surrounding you around people that you don't even get along with. It's like they're cramming 10 people in one house, and you already got your family in your one house, and then they're bringing in some more people saying, hey, these people are part of your family, but you don't know them. They y'all don't eat the same food, y'all don't share the same culture, and they just lump y'all into this category. And I'm telling you, and this is just what I'm seeing, that race is about to get done away with real quick. We're about coming to the tail end of white and black. We're now coming into the era where everything's going to be about your ethnicity now. And we are leading the charge in that. We couldn't have delineated at a better time. Because now that we're delineating, you're seeing who got the power now. See, when we were all black, when we were all just, everybody could be black, just, you black, she black, he black, we black, all people are black. If you, Africa black, Caribbean black. When we did that, our power, we were powerless. But the moment we withdrew from that and hung on to our ethnicity, hung on to our lineage, we took our power back. And you know what YT people are doing right now? Did you know that YT people are having a delineation movement right now? Isn't that all?
Really?
It seems like every time black people do something, everybody else seems to follow suit. They're trying to redefine what whiteness is right now, because they don't know anymore. Because they're much. They're Russian. They're Irish. They're Polish. They're German. They're all these.
But they've always been that, though.
They're Italians. They're all these different imagination of white that they don't even know. They can't even tell you what white culture is anymore. And they're mad about that because they don't have anything to unify themselves with, because now they're like, well, we all know that if you're a white supremacist, you don't like the small hats. They don't even include the small hats as being them, but they are. They're in the midst of a delineation, or trying to delineate, trying to define what delineation is for them.
That's gonna be hard on them.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we want them to stay white. We don't want them to delineate. Stay white. Stay,
But you know, let them have their
we
fight.
want to deal
That's
with
the whole piece that
all
goes
of
along
you.
with it too.
We want to deal with all of you at the same time. We don't want to deal with you one at a time. We want to deal with you all at the same time. But when they deal with us, they gonna have to deal with us with us, and then they gonna have to deal with them by them because we're out. We done took our power back and all our stuff, and they're just like crybabies because all the toys belong to us. You know, it's like they come over like we go over somebody's house, and we bring our toys, and they're playing with our toys. But guess what? When it's time for us to leave and go back home, our toys are
back.
But you know, let's talk about that for a moment. Too much. I love that you brought that up. Let's talk about how consciously but subconsciously that happened, right? And it becomes a, I don't want to call it oxymoron, but it almost is, because it feeds into, oh, they don't have culture.
We have all the culture.
Because our culture is so powerful, it has caused an impact to the race, which was originally designed as a social system, not a biological fact. And its purpose was was organized for societal groupings and to justify unequal treatment, to control access to power and resources, and to create shared identity among certain groups. Additionally, the pieces that go along with that are the fact that it was to shape how people see themselves and each other, and to maintain systems and advantages and disadvantages. So what does all of that mean? That means that the culture of those that are non-white, because understand, they dance like us, they dress like us, they walk like us, they talk like us, they love our music, they love our artists,
And now it
has caused so much of a shape shift. But you have the unmitigated gall to come to my country and say we don't have culture.
Why they got on something that look just like you? Why they using the lingo that we use? And why they doing that?
But do you understand what's hilarious about that? Because that, think about what just happened with what Too Much just brought up, and which is a very powerful thing that I think across, whether we talk about it from our indigenous side or whether we talk about it from the FBA side, but think about what that just means as a whole. And that needs to, it's almost like, first of all, don't seek approval from anyone else. You create your own, like we call it in technology. Watch this, you're gonna love this. Create your own scope, okay? And you stay focused. Yeah, I knew you were gonna laugh, right? You stay within the scope of what is aligned with you. When you're out of the scope, guess what? That doesn't pertain to me. I have no idea what that is. That I just need to know, is that in the beginning of this engagement initiative, or is that at the end? Okay? Has nothing to do with me. Them delineating, guess what? I love it for them. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do.
But here's the problem. They don't have any they don't have any foundation to delineate to. That's the difference between our delineation and theirs. Is we have a foundation.
Because they mostly immigrants. That's really what that's gonna come down to.
That's what becomes interesting, and that's why I said this is my only my opinion. And I'm now
go back to Europe. They're not gonna do that.
Look, I was gonna say this is where I'm gonna go back into my mold of the lover of Christ. This is where I pick up my popcorn and I grab my my flavored water and I watch this unfold.
You're not white. What? You're not white. You're not white.
You're not white. What is going to happen now? Because you saw that happen here. You just watch that happen here. And it was an absolute, it's not that this was not required, because it was necessary. It was necessary.
So
But
here's the
now,
Here's another point. It could get real bad because we know their history when they not bothering us or conquering other folks, they hell on each other. So that could get real. We could have a good popcorn show. I think I might go get mine
that's
now.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's
no,
almost like, okay, so what does this mean? What does this mean? We're already watching, and think about it. This is all happening at the time of innovation, at the peak of technological innovation. We're getting ready to watch some of the most
you know what's going to happen?
ground.
You know what's going to happen? They are going to have to tell another lie, and then get everyone to buy into the lie that they're going to have to tell. Because everything that's truthful, everything that's righteous comes from us. They don't have any, see, it's like the reason why they have to make Charlie Kirk to be a hero, to be somebody, to be their Martin Luther King, because they don't have anything. They're pulling for straws and they're getting the short end every time. They have nothing to reach back for. The reason why they have to make Trump out to be their hero, because they really don't have anybody. And guess what? The very hero that they were holding on to sold them out. He just sold them out. He said,
I'm loving that too.
I'm
I'm
sticking
loving
with
that.
I'm sticking with the small hats. That's what he said, man, I'm doing what the small hats want me to do. And they hate that. So they are going to have to spin another lie and then brainwash themselves to believe the lie, just so they can unify under something. Because in order to delineate, you got to have a reason, and you got to have a strong enough reason to delineate, and they don't have it. They just know they need to somehow do something,
But guess what?
but they
Just
don't have
talk about
nothing to
that.
stand on and do it.
So you brought up some opportunities for us to take into consideration. You know, that there could be the risk of another set of data that possibly not factual that could surface.
The facts, it's
But
coming.
guess what? The interesting part is we are more advanced at this stage. This is why I really want you to just stay in the car, because I promise you I'm going somewhere. The difference between how it landed before was because we did not have our ancestors did not have the intellect nor the knowledge to know what was happening. We are very well aware of what's going on. So instead of us having the ability to say, oh, this is an issue, our ancestors couldn't say that it was an issue. They just took whatever was given to them and dealt with it, right? We're in a different space. And if we keep talking like the ancestors did, which was like, oh, nah, okay, that's what you're doing. It's almost like using peripheral vision, right? Peripheral vision, something is happening on the sides. I don't need to turn my head to the right or to the left to know that something is happening. I just need to keep my head forward because I have my own, just like the young brother said, there's a ton of other things that needs to happen here that aligns with, our own personal things that we're dealing with, right? Yeah, our own personal goals. But because there's activity that's happening on the sides, it is a risk to our progress, and not because we are concerned about our progress leaking over to them. We just need to know that activity is happening, because we may need to Allen Iverson crossover, duck, or move to the left, right? But we're in a different position now. We're not in the position where we're stuck. That's what I'm saying. And because we're not in a position of stuck, you know what? This is what I say across the board. We have to come out of the mindset of also not being stuck. Because if we come out of that mindset of not being stuck, we say, our next plan is, our next strategy is, our next goal is, and continue to move forward. Because I see something is happening over here. Oh, you guys are doing that. Yeah, we know that you need to do that. That's going to happen. We see some things that are happening over here. We know that that's important. We know that this is, but why we need to continue to move forward with our own stuff.
See, let me tell you why technology and AI is so important for the YT people, because their propaganda and witchcraft is wearing off, and their next big trick is they want to confuse everybody. They don't want you knowing what's real and what's fake anymore. They want you to be so confused with real and fake that it polarizes you and it paralyzes you.
That's true. And so watch this. So to us, because of the fact that you've identified a potential risk, see, this is the interesting part. We can make it a risk or we can make it an issue. It becomes a risk because you say, oh, this could now be the only thing that we have. I'm going to add and bring that to, I'm going to give it voice. We're talking about the food. Ooh, everything that you look at in, what is it called? Aldi's. I just saw a video, what was it, a couple days ago? Everything in Aldi's is bioengineered. What?
Is it?
Yes. That's mad work. Do you understand that?
No.
Aldi?
Be careful. You got to pick up and look at the back of these the packages, and they were showing that it was bioengineered.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
Because I know I'm used to going to Aldi's, and it just seems like, and it's funny that you say that, because we ain't looking on the back of everything like we should. You kind of associate Aldi's with having a better product, at least fruit and vegetables. So I damn sure didn't know that.
But that's what I'm saying. But guess what? Because it's in Aldi's, why don't we think about it in everything? As much as I love Wegmans, guess what? We'll be reading every label going forward, because at the end of the day, unless it's coming from a farmer's market or from something that's grown, this is what I'm talking about. We've got to go back to having a clear understanding of how you're going to, what does your food source look like? That's a personal question, right? Because you already know that this is what's being put out there. That's a risk. It can become an issue if you stop and just say, well, this is what they're doing and this is what they're doing. That's, now to your point, that's exactly what is, if we keep them stuck and talking about it, confused and distracted, they won't move forward. But if you create, and I mean everyone, whether you live in an apartment or whether you have, especially if you live in your own home, consider what your food source looks like. I also read something about the vaccine. Again, I'm just repeating what I read. And they were trying to put some of that into the tomatoes, into the Roman, what is it? The not the Romano, the large tomatoes, not the cherry tomatoes. But these are the type of things that we've got to pay attention to.
Yeah.
You want to delineate, as long as it doesn't impact me or my side, go with God.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how YT people delineate from other YT people. It's going to be interesting because, you know what? If you want to get technical, the small hats have already delineated. They've been delineated. That's why they've been able to move so powerfully amongst all the groups, because they delineated without. They've been able to delineate, and then they've been able to go back and forth. They've been able to walk to and fro amongst YT people, and then also have a delineation movement that's so strong that can't be penetrated. And that's
And
why
think about it. They rode on the backs of their ancestry, which is why I think people are so terrified when we talk about reparations. That's exactly what they did. They rode on the backs of that to make a lane for themselves, and everybody kind of poured into them. And then what happened was the YT supremacists over here, they poured into them a little bit too much. That's why they don't want to make that mistake again, especially not with us.
But it's too late with us, because I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, family, we're gonna get reparations, but we're not waiting on it. If you don't know, we have a website already called fbacoin.org. You need to go there and check it out. We are building a new infrastructure. We're building a new system, and we're building a new ecosystem, family. And once this, and let me tell you like this, it's already done. It's literally already done. It's coming out really so soon. If you want to know the exact date, I'll just say you got to join our Telegram. But family, how do you destroy white supremacy? How do you destroy the system that is oppressing the world? You have to build another system. Without building another system, you cannot overthrow another system. A system defeats a system. You got to use apples and apples. How do you defeat another apple? You get a bigger apple. How do you defeat an elite group? We must now create our own elite group. Y'all didn't catch that, did y'all?
Facts. No, I caught it. I
We
caught
have
it.
to, we have to create our own elite group to go against their elite group. And the only way we can do that is we have to build a system to overthrow their system. And we've already built it. We've already built the first piece of that, which is the currency part. The moment we own our own currency, the moment we own our own token, the moment we start practicing group economics, because we're delineated now. The moment we delineate, we took our power back. And the only way to defeat a group, is to become our own lineage. A lineage defeats a racial category. Racial category is a confusion. But when we delineate, we defeat that confusion, because the ones who are delineated are no longer confused.
The race is a social system. That's all it is.
We just We just destroyed racism by delineating, because now they cannot practice racism against us because we're not a race anymore. We know I'm a lineage. You can't you can't target my lineage. That's a real crime. That's not a civil crime. That is a human crime. You see the difference? See, as long as we stay in the realm of civil, they can harm us. But when you make it humanitarian, why do you think the small hats are able to do what they're doing? Because to touch them, it's a human crime. It's not a civil crime. It's a human.
That's what you have to do also, is just look at what they, I'm going to say this and I'm going to step down. And you know, because of the fact that I'm in technology, I always like to use some of the principles that we use to become successful in systems and technology to apply it to real life application. What you just said, when it comes to another culture, is for us to actually go into a space of what we classify as lessons learned. Right? You review how something has been done, and you take note of it, and you establish the requirements that are necessary for your own personal system. Right? Now, one of the biggest pieces that they've always said is, and this is kind of what the immigrants always came over on. Well, I don't understand why Black Americans haven't just pulled themselves up by the bootstraps. How about this? Everyone has had over 400 years worth of a head start. Let's pause. Let's stay here for just one moment. 400 years of a head start. And we're still a concern to you. You don't think that we've pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps?
We sure have.
Guess what? We not only pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps, we built the bootstraps. The boots, the ground, the road, and everything else. But we are now at a point to where we're able to use the data that supports, oh, our people built that from indentured work and labor that they never got credit for. And in the state of New Jersey, one of the funniest things that, people never talk about is the Garden State Parkway. The Garden State Parkway is a huge outside of the New Jersey Turnpike. Was built by people of color. But guess what they gave the credit to? Engineers. And of course they didn't call anybody of color engineers. So I land my plane and I'm going to step down. My brother, you already know, sending love from Jersey. Sending love to you too, Monique. I miss you as well. I'm going to reach out to you over the weekend, if not tomorrow, too much, so that we can catch up have some additional conversations. But as they say, you already know we're always going to be family, even if we fight in between. But that's a different.
That's it.
Hello, everybody.
So good to talk to you.
So let me tell you, the best feeling is to know that we have lineage here in this country.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the best feeling in the world, because that's always going to be family. Always.
And if we don't fight with people that we don't like.
Come on. Say it again. Come on.
Look, let me say this. We don't have discussions. Let me say heated discussions.
Yeah.
We annihilate people that we don't like.
Come on.
And my goal was, I'm sorry, it's just the Jersey on the inside of me. You're not gonna talk.
Everybody was talking about your accent today. They love your accent. They love it.
I was like, and he made me hot, because he like, what's the goal? Like, who are you to come up and you want to quiz somebody? You want to give somebody a test. And when he started talking to Monique, talking about, oh, what do you got his hand up? I was like, oh, nah, it's on, it's up, and it's stuck. What's good? And I'm like,
I appreciate the family, man. I really do.
For coming on and doing anything other than being a lover of Christ. That's who I am. So peace and blessings to all. And I know you're going to make sure that you guys you follow me, Monique. I was going to say on the, as you know, my backup page. Love you guys.
Okay, so y'all ending them live. Okay, how you doing, Sister Monique?
I'm well. How are you?
I thought that was you.
Yes, it is.
Well,
How's it
y'all
going?
ended, I'm doing good. Y'all ending the live right now, my brother.
Not yet. We can go for a little bit more. I know you came up here. Go ahead, man. Talk to us, man. I saw what you wrote in there about giving $1. I'll just say this, family. Listen, man. The only thing that we need to do is we need to start what y'all need to get ingrained in your mind. Once we launch the coin, that's your $1 that you need to put into every day, every week. We need to build up our own economy, build up our own treasury, so that we can become powerful. The moment we get our economy together, the moment we practice our group economics, The moment we drill 365 into the skull of our brain, that's how long our money needs to circulate in our community before it leaves. 365 days.
Yes, sir. May I say something, please, sir?
We are the strongest people on the planet. Go ahead, Solomon.
Let me properly introduce myself. I am Solomon. I'm the owner of Solomon Seafoods of Alaska, and I'm down here in Birmingham, Alabama now because my mom called me to take care of her. She's past 2 years now, but since I've been down here, my my nephew, he adopted me because I've been knowing him ever since he was 9 or 10 years old, and he lives in a nice $1 million house, nice family. He's buying 2 rigs. He drives across America, and he's looking to buy 2 rigs. He clearly asked me about the seafood program and how to circulate and sell the seafood program. So now we are building this and brainstorming this here in Birmingham, and our main goal is not only to start in Birmingham but Atlanta, and we plan on doing the whole East Coast around the United States. Okay, we plan on creating these jobs just for us. Okay, and this will create jobs just for us because our people eat seafood. We love to eat fish. Okay, so each and every cell, we talked about this, me and my nephew that adopted me, really nice young man, because not too many young men, some young men do, but not too many will listen to old timers like me. I'm 66 years old, so we plan on
Brother,
$1 from.
You're young, brother. You're
Well,
young.
thank you very much. My birthday is right around the corner. I'd be 67. So $1 each and every cell. I mean, for millions and millions of boxes of fish and seafood, $1 donation would go towards growing our own food, growing our own medicine, our own hospitals, what we call Black Wall Street. Now, we do have a Black Wall Street down here in Birmingham, Alabama, but it's pretty small. But we are doing this, like I said, not only to generate money and funds, but to create jobs for a lot of people and to be able to feed our people. So there are going to be other jobs because we're going to need doctors for the hospital, nurses for the hospital, lawyers. We going to need somebody who know how to grow food.
Solomon,
I know,
Solomon,
sir.
I'm gonna tell you what you need to do, brother. You need to join our Telegram, brother. We're already building something. We're already doing something, and what you're talking about is something we're doing now. We're doing that now.
Yes, sir. And I'm with Sister Monique would tell you.
Mm-hmm.
She
So
would tell you that.
Red Hills Lady. You remember Red Hills Lady? So, yeah, he's in a group with her.
Okay.
So I'm sure I sent you a message, but I can resend it to you, Solomon.
Solomon, you got it. Solomon, I'm telling you, brother, what you're talking about is genius, and we're doing it. And you just
yes, sir. I like to inform you, sir, that down here at the barbershop where the brothers meet and congregate at, we already got one brother. He's been working 25 years with the IRS. He already showing us how to get this plan together where we could get tax-free money without the government messing with us. And we are looking for
the Telegram, brother. Come to the Telegram, brother. Come and join with the people. We got 100 and something people in the Telegram. We got another 1,000 in the Discord, brother.
We are looking
brother.
for land. We're looking for not only land but lots of land to buy into, and so every time I met a brother work at the grocery store, he just got out of prison. He needs support and help and needs job. So I've told him to stick with us brothers. So I'm just saying is that I know you're doing a lot of things. My plate is full right now because I got to launch this.
You know about Powernomics? Trust me, it ain't too full for this. It ain't too.
But my hands are full with because the seafood program is launch.
Solomon, you know I'm here with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cousin, I'm saying
Okay.
like next June or July is the beginning of the seafood program. So my nephew, we're getting the LLC and everything built together. Like I said,
Somebody
he owned a
tell this brother,
$1 million
man.
house already. He's doing good, and he wants me to take him and his sons and show them how to circulate the seafood around America. So each and every dollar
Love it.
each and every box, because we plan on sending
That
millions.
is
One
something that
dollar.
can be funded with the
$1 will
FBA
go towards
coin.
$1 will go towards the Black Wall Street Foundation.
I love it, brother. I love
Solomon, you
all of
really
you.
don't understand. Solomon, I'm gonna say, brother, when I'm on Mr. B's panel, I try and be respectful to the discourse of the host. I try and do the same thing here as well. The things and the issues that you speak to, the funding that you speak to, all of those things can be done through the FBA coin.org. Okay. All of them.
Okay, cousin, come on, cousin. Hi, how you doing?
Okay, sweetie. I'm sorry. I need you to understand, Sal. I do not try and interject more than I should on any panel.
Mm-hmm.
But here, okay.
Say we home. You just missed NJ, cousin.
Solomon,
What?
Solomon,
Yep.
I know you're busy, brother, and you're building. We have a telegram full of builders. We got people with 40 acres in Montana. We got people right there in
Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama.
I
And
know
I think
it's the right people.
I think he
This
has
is what
4
I'm
acres.
trying to get Solomon to understand and grasp the
Solomon, you got a brother
concept.
that we
He
connect
is
to.
personally, Solomon, you heard me speak 25, 30 minutes ago about hitting the bullseye and not hitting the bullseye, didn't you? This brother is more in tune to hitting the motherfucking bullseye than anyone else I've heard speaking to.
So when I come over there, every issue that comes
I
up,
know
I
you
say,
do, sister. You hear me, don't you? Do
yep.
you
I
not?
say, yep. Problem solved. Y'all just gotta come over. Problem solved.
It's
Solomon,
all
Already
y'all
taken
gotta
care
do.
of.
It's
May I
all
please,
you have to. You are just
host, may I please?
personally not informed of that particular area.
No,
I
no. I
get
just
it.
want to say,
You
that I was informing the host, and I know sister. I know cousin, and sister. She knows me. But I'm just saying is that I was only, and it's a good thing. It's really a good thing. I'm informing the brother that I came down to Birmingham to take care of my mom, because we do got brothers. Like I said, we meet at the barber shop where a lot of things is discussed, and we brainstorm a lot of things, and we're looking for land right now. Now my understanding, they already got land. Even though I'm busy, give me a chance. Give me a minute. Give me a chance, please. I know I understand they got land, and we are looking for more land to buy and purchase for the sole purpose of developing the land, because we got to be able to feed our people. We don't know what's inside these stores, and we need to be able to grow our own medicine.
you don't
So,
know. Solomon, you don't
so,
know, brother. Just get in.
Solomon, I don't mean
so
to sound disrespectful
I
in this
just want
aspect,
to wait,
but
cousin, please,
you are
please,
playing too
cousin,
much small ball.
cousin,
Everything
please,
that you are
cousin,
speaking to is small ball.
cousin, please, cousin. So,
No, brother. As I
wait,
said, I try
cousin,
and give you another. I try and give leeway depending
please,
upon the
cousin.
position. No,
Let
there
me
is
let me
not
finish,
here,
please.
not now. I need you
Let
to
me finish,
understand and
please.
listen, brother. No,
Let me
you are
finish,
playing
please.
small ball in this regard.
Brother,
You are
I will
trying to
listen.
break it
I
down into
promise
the
you. I
individual
promise you I
aspects.
will
And
listen.
in this
Let me
regard,
let me
on
finish,
this
please.
panel,
Let him
it's
finish,
all
Solomon.
about
He won't give me a chance,
moving the
man.
program forward,
After
period.
I'm done, I will listen. I
Okay, cousin.
promise you.
Let's give him a second, because we know how it goes, right? So
Let
give
him
him a
finish.
second to finish, because he doesn't know too much. Doesn't and he's new to too much, and vice versa. So me and you are both very familiar with Solomon.
I understand, and
Give me a
I'm
chance,
trying to
please.
get him to
Give me a
This is
understand.
my
chance.
first
No,
time meeting Solomon.
I'm trying to get Solomon to understand those positions and views that he speaks to, particularly
I
of
know, sir.
funding, of funding
Mm-hmm.
Sir, you
those
just, sir,
voices
you just,
and
projects that he is
That's
espousing.
fine. That's fine.
Every
So,
one of
cousin,
them can be
give me a chance,
adhered
please.
to and addressed by.
Give me a chance, please, cousin, please. What I was explaining to the host before you came here, and the sister could bear witness, and the host could bear witness. I was telling the brother what I am involved in right now. I don't know too much about his program, but I promise you that I've been on here before. He knows that. I promise you I will listen. But I'm saying I got another young man up there in Alaska that I mentored, and he went to the Manpower program, came out with flying colors, and he is now doing his own contracts. When he do his income tax, he get more than
His
$10,000, $15,000.
personal
Let me
wealth
finish.
has increased.
I was almost.
Great.
Let me explain to the host. Why can't I explain to the host? You will not allow me to.
He's not speaking
And
to personal
I'm trying to. No,
wealth
I
and
know that
growth.
he's gonna. He told me some things already. I promise you that I will listen. But if you just let me explain to the host
Go
what
ahead,
I'm
brother.
and
My
I'm
apologies.
busy.
Go ahead, man.
You
Go
won't.
ahead.
You won't let me
No,
finish.
I just said go ahead.
Go ahead, cousin. Go ahead, cousin. Go ahead now.
Go ahead,
So
Solomon. Go ahead.
go ahead, finish.
You understand? The sister understand what I'm trying to explain to the host, and then we could have a good conversation here, right? I'm not here to disrespect anybody. I'm not here to cut anybody off. I'm not here to even argue about it. We both have the same enemy. Now, when the seafood start, the fresh fish start running, June, July, I know, because I worked up there for 27 years. I'm only saying is that me and my adopted nephew down here, we getting ready to launch the program. All right, sell the product down here, and to show his sons. He got lovely sons. I known him ever since he was 9 or 10 years old. I know his mom. I know something about him. I know his grandmother's still living, and I know a lot of things about him. So I'm into helping out as much as I possibly can, and it might be on a small level according to cousin. But I'm saying is that this here is a big issue for me and my people that what we're doing. Okay. So, yes, we plan on doing from New York, New Jersey, D.C., Philly, the whole East Coast, from the East Coast to the West Coast. And each cell of the seafood product, whether it's king crab, halibut, king salmon, or whatever product we got, $1 will go towards building the Black Wall Street as far as farmland and land in Birmingham. You already got land in Birmingham, so that means that we could probably even unite together. And you can introduce it to me, then I could take it to the brothers, and I could take it to the other brother who he worked, like I said, for the IRS for 25 years. He's showing us how to get this donations up tax free, where we could. We're also looking for lawyers, all right? So, because, to speak up for us. I know we probably got lawyers, but
Solomon.
we need more lawyers. I'm almost done, cousin. I know you're passionate, brother. I love you, man. I know you're right about what you're saying. I will never deny you. You know I love you. I hope you know that. So we gonna need civil rights lawyers, human rights lawyers, business lawyers when we talk about doing business. So I'm not denying that you're not doing it. I'm not denying that you might be even doing it on a higher level. I'm only saying that it's a great possibility, great potential that we could do unity. You introduce your program to me. I take it back to the brothers at the barbershop, and who knows where we can meet in the middle of the road somewhere. That's all. That's all I was saying before cousin came on. I was just trying to explain
Can I say
the
this,
program
brother?
I was in. That's all.
Can I say this, brother? We're in the future now.
I'm listening.
We're in the future now. We have different tools. Okay, the tools of old is not going to be used in the new world. You got to use the new tools. The new
I do
tools.
agree. I do agree, brother.
The new tools is the blockchain. We build it on the blockchain. They can't drop a BOMB on it. We build it on the blockchain. They can't take it out of our bank account. You understand what I'm saying? If we build it on the blockchain, they can't hinder or stop our progress because we're decentralized. Okay, everything we're doing now. See, we're no longer pioneers. What you're talking about is something that we've done that already. It's called Black Wall Street. It's called Freedman's Bank. We're doing everything 2.0 now. We're building the Black Wall Street 2.0. What we build, they're not going to be able to touch. They're not going to be able to prevent us or block us or redline us. Okay? They're not going to be able to eminent domain us. Listen, even patents, we're putting that on the blockchain, and they cannot deny. Listen, what we put on the blockchain, it's like what when our ancestors were writing on stone tablets, and
locked in a vault.
we're finding those
It's
same
locked in a vault under a mountain of iron.
Man,
Okay.
listen. What we're building, they can't even touch. Anything you build, somebody can come in and billionaires can come together and say, we want to stop your flow, and they can stop it. But what we're building, they can't stop our flow.
Solomon Seafood is black owned, and we will not sell out. We will not. We will not buy the. We will not
That
buy the
is the
fish.
purpose of the
We're not.
FBA
We're not.
coin.
I must say this, please. I must say this. We were not buying the seafood from them. We are buying the seafoods from our native brothers and sisters out of Alaska.
No.
And we're not going to rent the building out. We're going to own it. We own the building.
Solomon. I'm not talking about.
You personally are working in the industry of seafood. I'm an auto industry individual. I would never attempt to impose my auto industry information upon you.
I'm not imposing on anyone.
Yes, you are.
We know. I'm only explaining what to the brother. What
brother, you don't understand.
I'm not telling him it's mandatory.
You're espousing the same thing.
It's not mandatory for him to. I don't even need him to join me or you. I'm already doing it. I'm only saying I'm not imposing anything on him. I'm saying we are going to create these jobs for us across this nation.
It's not about the jobs.
I'm not imposing. It is
in American history.
Well, who you think going to run Black Wall Street? We got to hire each other.
I think that our intellectual prowess will be more than capable of sustaining us. It's just applying it in the right direction.
Hold on. Listen. I'm not here to stop or compete or do anything. What you're doing is good. What you're doing is awesome. It's amazing. All I'm here to
thank you very much. Please tell cousin.
What you're doing is awesome.
I'm saying the same thing. What do you mean talking about tell me?
Hold on. What you're doing is awesome. What you're doing is amazing. It's creating jobs for foundational Black Americans. I'm 100% for that. We need it. Matter of fact, I want to be the currency that you guys use. I want to onboard your businesses to the blockchain, and I want to be the currency that you guys use. Now, you don't have to go pay the Native Alaskans with our currency. You can exchange it out for real dollars and go pay them with that. But I want to build an ecosystem. You see what I'm saying? I want to build a green book, but a green book 2.0. And in this green book, it's going to have all the lineage verified Black-owned businesses so all our people know and can support. And it's also going to have a list of businesses that we shouldn't support.
But we're not just creating jobs for the seafood program. Other jobs going to be developed out of that. Other jobs and other like the sisters with the hair salons and nail salons. We're going to support them. We're going to support them.
We need all those.
Of course.
All I want to be is the currency that we use to spend amongst each other to build wealth. Imagine Solomon, you got this Black-owned seafood industry. You done create a whole man. You seen that tenderism guy that's building money and income and industry for a foreign white dude? No, but this is different. You actually own what you're saying, which is good. What I'm saying is what I can do is I can bring all the eyes and put them focused on you and say this is a lineage verified seafood business that has an industry behind it, that has a purpose behind it, that is employing black-owned, black people.
Like I said, we're setting up an LLC as we speak, brother.
Right.
We are.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And all I want to be,
we're moving in that direction. This direction we're moving in.
Good. And all I want to be.
Solomon, let me say it like this. Let me try and give it to him like this. You know, you a couple of years older than me. Too Much is a couple of decades younger than us. Okay. Okay. You are giving information to me and expect Too Much to say that's the current state of affairs. That is not the current state of affairs, what you are explaining to me. The digital age that he and we are choosing to embrace before, because you do understand we are the trendsetter, right? You do understand that part, right? No one sets the trend before we set the trend.
Solomon, I just implore you, brother, take a look at what we're doing. I hear what you're doing, and I'm willing to take a look at what you're doing, brother. I think what you're doing is phenomenal. I'm not.
I just say slow down, brother. You have. I try and tell Too Much the same thing. I'm sorry. Slow down. Bring your numbers down so that not to discourage the dream, but to look at what makes you sustainable. Once you hit the equilibrium phase, everything after that is glorious.
Okay, brother, what you're doing, we're already building a network of manufacturing, of agriculture, like I said, a business professional, lawyers, legalese, healthcare, brother. We're trying to build it all and put it in the ecosystem.
Let me ask Sister Monique something, please. Monique, are you there, please?
I am. How are you?
What do you think about the host and my conversation with cousin? Do you believe we're talking about the same thing, or maybe I think we should eventually unite somewhere in the middle? What do you think about that?
So let me tell you how this is where I'm at. First of all, I did resend you the invite in your inbox, so that'll be there when you get off. It's just y'all all speaking the same thing but different lineages. Here, let me put it to you like this: you have your business set up, and this is not the fact. This is just a metaphor. You get everything set up, and you are looking for a place to go set up and sell the seafood, right? And we're saying, okay, we got a spot for you over here at our event, our pop-up. You can just bring what you got over here to where we at. And then one way you can sell this is you use the currency that we are already that's already been established, used on these grounds. It might be in the form of a coupon or a ticket. You take this and sell that, and when you come back to us, I mean, this is not how it works, how the coin works, but when you come back to us, you cash them in, okay, and you get your money for that. It's not how the coin works, but this is like just for an example of what is going on here. So what we're saying is, whatever you need, we got everything from the place, the marketing, the customers. You everything you need is right here. All you gotta do is show up.
What I'm saying is, we definitely got the customers. We definitely got and I'm talking about the loyal customers who are going to.
May I say something, please?
Who are going to be with you faithfully?
May I say something, please? When When I've been working in Alaska for 27 years doing this, correct? Okay, so when I met the brother, I mean, he was just a regular brother, just like all of us is. And the brother seen my uniform. He says, "Can you get the seafood?" Well, I was in Manhattan. We was in New York at the time. And I said, yes, sir. He said, "Do you have a storage?" I said, "Yes, sir." We got in his car. He drove me to my storage, and I pulled out the salmon longer than my arm, longer than your arm, the king salmon. And he took it to his wife. And he came back about a few days later. He says, "We love the salmon. We love the fish, and we would like for you to come to the business meeting." I said, "The business meeting?" And I said, "Well, I can make it down to Manhattan." He said, "Well, we're in Brooklyn." I said, "Well, you might have to send me a brother from Brooklyn to bring me to the meeting." And well, anyway, I went to the meeting. When I went to the meeting, everybody, I didn't know it at the time. This brother in New York, this brother, elder, he was a millionaire, him and his wife. When I got to the meeting, everybody around the table was a millionaire but me. I was the poorest guy in the room, the poorest individual in the room. So he had me to give the presentation, and I told him that if we're going to do this, we need to own, not rent it, but own the seafood plant, own everything where we own it, or we can either liquidate or sell it. So then these guys got contacts on top of contacts. One sister who was there, her husband passed away and left her the construction company that he built down there in Florida. And so by the time I got through doing the presentation, because this happened like God sent. The brothers in Florida called me, said, "Solomon, we got trucks down here. We got a fleet of trucks, and you in the right place at the right time. We want to be able to join you where we can pick up the seafood and deliver it anywhere that you demand." Okay. And then another sister from out of Detroit put the ad in the paper saying that what we were getting ready to do was reestablish the Honorable Elijah Muhammad Seafood Program that went around America. So these brothers, these cats are heavy cats. They highly organized, and I'm gonna tell you something. No white tea man gonna come to them and sell them any kind of food because they don't trust them. They have anybody and everybody come to me will be able to make this money. The main idea is not only the seafood program, but to create other jobs and branch out from there. And this is what I was trying to explain to the host before brother cousin came on. But yes, I see now, and that I'm glad you sent me the link, Sister Monique. What I'm going to do is, when I go to the meeting at the barbershop here, I would explain this. In fact, I wish I had the brother's direct number where he could listen in on the speakerphone, and then he could see where we're going.
Brother, call me when you have. I will love to be in that meeting or be on a speakerphone and listen in, and I would love to even explain for myself, so you don't have to explain it because just like I can't explain your business, I don't expect you to explain mine. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm telling you, brother, this is manifest destiny. You coming on and us talking, we're supposed to work with each other. We're supposed to. This is
what I believe. That's what I believe, brother. Because before I was born as a little baby, before you was born as a little baby, we could not even see the life of this world. We had no knowledge of the life of this world. When you was little, when I was little, you didn't know one day you're gonna be meeting me like this on your platform. So this is God. I believe that this is God sent.
So, brother, just hit me in the DM. We're gonna exchange numbers, brother. When you go to that meeting, I'll
Sister Monique have your number? Does she have your number?
Yeah, she has my number. Monique has my number.
Would it be all right if she sends me your number through message?
She can send you my number.
Okay.
Send the name and number, please. I got to go. I want to say God bless you and your families forever. Brother, cousin, I love you, man. And I know that you are very passionate about our people and getting reparations and getting everything going. Everybody has a skill. Some skill. Some brothers like Air Jordan, he got a super skill. I wish I could fly through the air like him, but I can't. And some brothers know how to make cakes, pies, cookies. We got different skills.
When you fully understand what we really do, brother, you're gonna be like, yeah. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna be like, yeah.
Right on. All right, you got somebody new up there. So I got to go now. My time is up here. I need to get my beauty sleep in at my age. Okay.
I heard that. Peace,
No, my
Brother
cousin.
Solomon, and I will send you that information. And
Did you get the
yeah,
videos I sent you? I sent you some new videos.
yep, I got them. I definitely
You
got them.
sent. You saw the one about
Do me a favor,
reparations.
while you feeling that good,
Yes.
Salmon, just put me aside some red snapper, brother. Just put me aside some red snapper, brother.
Oh well, we
Okay.
don't get that. We could get you. Well, on the East Coast, we could get that red
Just put me
snapper.
aside
A
some
lot of
red
people. A
snapper,
lot of
brother.
people like
Ask
that.
him what his specialty is, and then say that's what you want.
Well,
Okay?
I'll send them a
You
list.
go learn how
I'll
to
send them a
ask
list.
properly. Okay?
I'll send them a list. Well, red snapper is more warm water because Alaska's colder. Up north there. But we'll get it together.
Give
All
me
right,
some of
I
that
got.
red snapper, brother. But
I got to go
I
now.
like that salmon though. That salmon that's longer than your hand. I can't
Well,
wait to taste that. I
right.
can't wait.
Everybody's demanding the salmon. Real quick
Listen,
now.
that crabfish, that king
When I was
crabfish. I can't
what
wait to crack that open too. So
well, they longer than your arm. Well, down in Atlanta, we met the brother, Supreme Fish Delight, old school brother from back in the days. Him and his wife own, I don't know, about 10 restaurants in Atlanta. Atlanta will be busy for us this summer. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of heavyweights and a lot of sisters who only own business that are. I'm not the only one. I'm not by myself here. Okay, but we'll get together. We're gonna get together. I got your number, and she sent me the link and everything. I need to listen to more and more. And when the brothers, I'm gonna talk to the brothers. Be the will of the Most High God, and then because we be busy, man. These cats in Birmingham are heavy. They got their Black Wall Street down here in Birmingham right now. Down here, it's still here. So yeah, I mean, I would love for you to talk to some of the brothers.
brother, they're gonna be interested in everything I gotta say. I'm gonna tell you like
Right
that.
on, right on, right on. So okay, good night, everyone, and God bless everyone. And I love everyone. I got to go.
All right. Good night.
All right, man. Read.
I'm telling you, I'm tired. I'm hanging in there, but I'm tired.
All right, brother.
To be
Hey,
honest,
man, move me up out the bottom box
you
if
don't
you
want to be
can.
my
If
bottom.
not, let me drop and come back
If you
up.
leave, you can take my place.
Exactly.
I'm gonna drop you out, and I'll try to bring you up in another spot.
There you go.
Did you
What's
hear?
good? What's good with you, brother?
Hey, peace and blessings. Did you hear what that black Republican said about us, bro, and reparations?
Who said? What's his name?
Brian Donald or something like that.
Oh, Byron Donald. We don't listen to him, brother. We don't listen to no damn Byron Donald.
Yeah, but he was asked why
Yeah,
why
he
we
was.
don't deserve reparations.
It's only because his immigrant grandmother, his immigrant mother, and
He said he wouldn't get a nickel. That's why he ain't supporting it. He got his hand in our pocket, and if he can't keep his hand in our pocket, then the answer is no.
Man,
Did I stutter? Did I say anything wrong?
first of all,
nah, bro.
First of all, he's a treason. He's very treasonous, and he should have never been elected into office. None of us have ever voted.
Honestly, no, brother. No, I'm not gonna say that, because the idea that somebody like Byron Donald could exist in a Florida political system, I absolutely accept and agree. Byron Donald is the quintessential cool, okay? And you cannot tell me that Florida is not the place for the quintessential cool. Okay. Is there a greater? The only coon that you can bring forth to me in America's historical context would be from North Carolina. And they not even trying to reach for that crown. Okay? And they right as hell. And they ain't trying to reach for that. Okay?
Man, listen. Byron.
I'm sorry, my bad. I told you me in politics, bro. Who saw? Okay.
I know, man. Byron Donald, man. Listen, we cannot allow any more Byron Donalds to get into office, man. Anywhere, in any state, in any city, in any country, we cannot allow any tether to run and win.
Never.
We can't.
Bro, they lucky I don't have Elon Musk money. I'd primary that nigga off top.
He said, "I primary that nigga off top."
Off top, bro. If I had that type of money, bro, he'd have the fight of his life. And I'll put the most ignorant, ghettoist, pro-black person I could find from Florida.
Man, we listen, man. We gotta be.
Hold up. I want to get his brother his proper laugh track.
Bro.
I despise Byron Donald, and I ain't even in his district. Okay.
I hate that nigga, bro. And I'm a conservative, bro.
Say it again. Wait, whoa. Now, I don't know if you know, but I'm neither. Oh, I ain't on either side. Fuck both of them, but I digress. Now, but if you want to claim a conservative, I'm going to say thank you. I appreciate your honesty in acknowledging that. Whew. TikTok language. Okay.
Yeah, man.
That individual. Go ahead, bro.
No, I rocks with Trump only, bro. But the rest of them Republicans, they sellouts, bro. All of them black politicians are sellouts. I didn't even know Hakeem Jeffries was a tether too, bro. They all tethers.
Listen.
How old are you?
Listen, that brother they call out. Listen.
No. Hold up, bro. How old are you?
I'm 45.
Okay. See, I got a little bit more time in watching this game. And this is the only reason that I say this. Is because it doesn't matter whether you've signed on to the D's or the R's. You signed on to the party platform. Would you agree with that?
No.
Sure thing. Tell me when any politician who has won has gone against the party platform.
Donald Trump.
And he won 4 years, and he's got this 4 years.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. That's not party platform. That's an anomaly. Could you accept that? Could you accept that?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's not the norm of what American governance is, by any stretch.
No, not at all. Did you see what he just did to
All right, then. As long as you can acknowledge, and I can agree to acknowledge, that what he is bringing here is nowhere in the realm of the norm.
No, not at all, brother.
All right, then. So now that we've gone way beyond Pluto, okay. Explain why those of us within the solar system should act like what he's doing isn't a big deal.
Nah, brother, let me talk. Give me a second, right?
I shut up, didn't I?
No, brother, I rock with Donald Trump because not once in my entire life have I ever known him to be a racist. And I'm enjoying.
Do you know Donald Trump? Do you know him?
Bro, I grew up watching him on TV. He was.
Do you know him? That is not what you professed. What you've seen on television is anecdotal at best. And how dare you come up here with anecdotal voice and espouse? You took the position of you know.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm telling you what I saw.
How do you know?
I'm telling you what I saw, and what I saw.
There you go.
It's reality.
What you saw and what you know are two different freaking things. Are you insane?
Okay. Are you insane?
Did you not see Ocean's 11? Did you not see Ocean's 12? Did you not see Ocean's 8?
Are you listening to
Yes.
yourself?
Do you not hear what I am saying to you? I am going to present to you whatever I need to present to you to get whatever crime I need done that I need done. Are you
You're not listening to yourself.
1 second, Sean, please. 1 second. Too much.
Yeah.
Can you drop me? And you might want to put it on teacup. Because you're going to sleep.
What's that?
Put it on pause.
I know. I
'cause
miss
you're going
you.
to
Well,
sleep.
first, too much. You know, I missed you, man.
Can you
I done
drop
had
me?
you on my mind for the last 2 weeks. I'm sorry, Monique. I done had you on my mind for the last 2 weeks. I know I've only peeked in a little bit here and there, and I'm not. Brother, you ain't never far from my mother freaking mind. Don't you ever think that for a moment.
I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I am getting tired. I'm
Yeah,
eventually.
too much. Go ahead and go to sleep, y'all. I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Yeah, but I'm back, y'all. I'm about to start, getting things back in order and getting the YouTube, the TikTok back popping. So y'all just bear with me. Again, when I'm in the trenches, I'm busy. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta handle what I gotta handle. Things are gonna
See,
free.
that's why I stay on the outer ring. I ain't trying to make myself an interpersonal. I'm Pluto. Motherfucker, you close to being a star almost.
After December 4th, things are gonna give me more time. I'm gonna start scheduling more time to talk to the fam. Yashua, man, you gotta get with your boy, man. You gotta get with me, brother. You gotta get with me.
I will. I'll call you tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow. I'll call you tomorrow.
All right, hit me up, brother.
All right.
And brother, I hope you know. I like fire. The hottest fire make the strongest steel. So I want you to understand that no matter what, even if it ain't, no, it's just creating the strongest steel. That's what I'm about. Because I know the strongest steel don't break.
I'm back, y'all. But I do need to get some sleep. I appreciate everybody for coming out, bro.
All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.
Peace. Hold on 1 second, Yashua. Don't hang up too much. Just so you don't mess up your live and everybody's coins. Drop everybody off the panel and then end.
Okay, let me. Okay, don't end.
There you go. Don't mess up your algorithm.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I don't be knowing how this thing works. I'm gonna drop you next, Monique. And then before we go, cousin, just you know how we gotta go out, brother.
My thing is always forever and a day. Always stay in tune with the grassroots, and the only way that you can be in tune with the grassroots is if you are plugged into the new black media. The new black media being Professor Black Truth, The Black Authority, Tariq Nasheed, Vicky Diller, Torian Rain, Afro Elite, Black Alpha Network, Philip Scott, and a host of these other young brothers and sisters, not to mention on the low, Too Much Moxie. Mr. B100, you know. Yeah, y'all got to go on and get down with this group because these brothers and sisters are making sure that we are always rocking and staying on code. Whether or not you get down 1,000% of what that particular speaker is saying, you know that 98% of that was meant to be on code. And I'll go on and land it right there. Or in other words, I think I found my new motherfucking closing, bro.
Okay.
My plane has landed.
All right, brother. I'm gonna holler at you. Hey, listen, everybody. Appreciate y'all, man, for rocking out with your boy, man. I know it's been a minute, but I'm gonna get back to the family. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna go down this rabbit hole together, and we're gonna do it. Everything we do, we're gonna do it together. We're gonna get this money together. We're gonna build this ecosystem together. We're gonna stand on lineage business together. We are gonna do it together. That is my promise to you. Listen, family, I love y'all. I appreciate the love, man. Hey, I gotta get some sleep, y'all. Hey, listen, this is your boy Too Much. Okay, I'm out, y'all. Peace out. Take care.